Let the bouncing begin!
Oh boy, chat. Oh. I think we're voting for the wrong candidate. I might be a little controversial here tonight, chat. But I personally, Meteor 2024, to end all suffering. I think a couple of you might need to be changing your votes here.
Your job is always
I think a couple of you should be voting for the actual candidate that's going to overtake both the Orange Man and I honestly don't know what Kamala identifies as these days. Vote for Meteor 2024. Vote for Meteor 2024. Oh, fuck. Give me a moment, chat. Give me a moment. Give me one moment. I need to adjust some things here. I'll be voting for chat, let me adjust a couple of things here. I need to add a very important item to my head here. You can't have a stream without the mediocre hat here, chat. Oh my gosh. Don't worry, I'll unmute Junie in a moment. Oh gosh, this is so exciting. Oh my goodness. Hello everybody. Super chats, by the way, I will read at the end or at specific points of the stream. Tonight, we're going to be doing the presidential debate. Very exciting stuff here, chat. Can't wait. It starts in 2 hours. We are going to be doing some chilling. I've got some Animal Crossing that's going to go on in the background as well while we talk. So I hope you guys are excited about that. We have a weirdo who voted for Harris. No, you can vote for whoever you want. Listen, I don't care who you vote for in my chat, alright? Here's what I'm gonna say. I pinned the message. Be nice, alright? If you cannot be nice, mods will stand by. All right, and they will slap people that cannot be nice. So be nice or be removed. I will only really say that once. Mods are going to slap down wrongthink, and by wrongthink I mean people that can't be nice. Excuse me. Was that famous phrase by that Genshin character? You guys like Genshin, right? You're all Zoomers like me. You're all Zoomers like. Oh, by the way, I have inflamed tonsils right now, and my tonsils are causing my nose, my sinuses to have issues. But here, I'm gonna mute myself when I do that. I will have order, chat. I will have order. So if you cannot be nice, you will be muted first and then banned. Oh, you're a Zoomer? No, technically well, it depends on who you ask. I'm either a Zoomer or millennial. It depends on who you ask. I have fallen under both. I've fallen under both of the classifications here. And my birthday is widely different from a bunch of different things. Now, before we unmute here, chat, I do want to get. Oh my gosh! Somebody gifted me a gift membership to my co-streamer today. Well, that's awesome. Before we unmute here, chat, I want to say really quickly, please, again, just gonna say it to say it. Please be nice. All right. All of us here will probably have some differing opinions, and guess what? I don't care. Because we're all here to see one thing in about an hour and 50 minutes. And that's how cringe old people that are out of taste can be. I think we can all agree, chat, that it doesn't matter who wins the debate tonight. It's gonna be a beautiful mess. A mess that I don't think anybody is exactly ready for. So, yeah, with that, I'm gonna let Junie know that she can unmute. And we'll get started here. Oh. My apologies again if I just randomly mute myself here, chat. Why am I not subbed? I don't know. Hello.
I've been told I can unmute.
Yes, you can.
Yes. Alright, let's turn on the Spotify so I can actually hear you speak.
Oh, fair enough. I am probably very quiet. I promise I will do my best to be as loud as I can. And if you want me to explain why I can't be loud, I will tell you.
Oh, no. I didn't explain, but you know, oh gosh. Am I DCing again? No, I'm not. I'm just lagging.
Oh gosh.
It's a game. Let's play the game. Am I disconnecting or am I lagging?
Oh dear. If we need to stop the VTube studio so that it works, we can. Because I know that does eat up the bandwidth a little bit.
It just my existence eats up the bandwidth. So we ball. So we just ball. Anyway, how are you doing? Welcome to debate night. I'm gonna make myself smaller so I don't feel like I'm taking up all the space.
No, you're good. You're good. You're good. I am doing just fine. I am very excited. I've never done one of these before, and
it's so much fun.
I plan to do it forever, only for American debates, because I really don't give a shit about other countries. So, I should ask you: are you okay with light vulgarity? My streams always get demonetized.
I just, my chats are now merged on my stream. That finally happened.
Oh dear.
So no, that's a good thing. I've been trying to get that to work for ages. And it never works.
What are you using, if I may ask?
Stream, I use the Streamlabs little thingy embed.
Oh, okay.
So, because that was what works for Twitch, but now it's oh wow, it works.
So, have you ever tried Restream? Because Restream works almost seamlessly every time.
Doesn't Restream cost some money?
If you use more than 2 services. So I pay yearly for Restream. It's $120 a year However, if you only use YouTube or Twitch or any combination of sites, it is free.
Oh,
Yes.
maybe I'll give it a go.
Yeah, no, like if you only use YouTube or Twitch, I didn't ask where you were streaming at, but if those are the only two places you go to, you are fine, honestly.
There we go. Let's see, maybe that. Yeah, that should. Of course, Goodwin decides to go into both my chats to test this now. It's like it's a guinea pig experiment.
My head mod, he says that tail wag looks familiar. That's right. So my head mod, I convinced him to become a VTuber, and he uses the same model, I think, the same adjustable model.
Mm-hmm.
I
am the queen of customizable models. I am the queen.
You are the queen.
I have how many? I collect them like Pokemon cards. I'm up to, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm up to 8.
8? Wow.
Yeah. 7 of them from the same artist.
I'll be honest with you, if you collect long enough, you might actually pay enough money to have paid for a real model.
Yeah, I paid for a singular custom model. Wow, called out? Okay, hush.
Oh, goodness. That would be funny.
Yeah. Anyway, boys and gals and everyone in between, welcome to the stream. We're gonna have a fun. Oh, tonight's gonna be so much fun. I was gonna have a full Canva presentation, but I work this thing called a 9 to 5, so I didn't really have the time. However, I did want to cover a couple things. If you weren't here last stream, we're gonna go over the debate rules as a la ABC. Some of them I think are dumb. I think we should just put the candidates in a boxing ring.
Yes, I would love that. Put them in a boxing ring, like a bunch. Just make it like an illegal cockfight, and just see which one comes out. And I'll be honest with you, whichever one comes out needs to just be president at that point.
Are you playing stream bingo too?
I haven't brought up.
No, so my viewers, they also like to play like Junie bingo. So they have their own bingo cards for whenever I stream, and they're like, I was expecting them to do the debate bingo instead, but no, they're doing both.
Oh, that's funny.
To mock me. Alright, so let's see. I'm not gonna pull up the article because there's a lot of pictures and a lot of words, and as much as we love words, we don't like reading words.
Yes.
So I'll just talk about it. So, let's see. So, if you don't already know, this debate's happening in Philadelphia. What happened earlier this year in Philadelphia? Gee willikers. I wonder, potentially on maybe July 13th?
Shoot. I don't pay attention.
That was when the attempted...
That's right. That's when the shooting happened. That's when we first streamed. Oh my gosh. That's crazy.
Yep. That is exactly what happened. We're not in the same town or anything, but we are in the same state.
Oh boy. That's gonna be interesting.
So there you go. There will be no audience, and I think this is the thing that makes me the most mad. I wish there was an audience so bad.
I agree.
I wish that's my one thing. I wish there was an audience. Microphones. I kind of take everything with microphones with a grain of salt because they just yell over them anyways. But they're like, microphones will be live only for the candidate whose turn it is to speak, and muted when the time belongs to another candidate. They yell over the microphones anyways, so it's fine. I don't care. Only moderators will be permitted to ask questions. That I wonder how hard they're going to be on that though, because sometimes candidates will like slide in a question to their rebuttal. Like kind of like prompting the other person to kind of like rile them up a little bit. So I wonder if that's what they're trying to crack down on. If so, that's stupid.
Yes.
Let them fight. There was a coin flip to determine like podium in order of closing statements. So Trump's gonna have the last closing statement, which is very in his favor.
Yes.
Kamala chose the stage left podium, so she'll be on our screens on the right hand side. Which is I don't know. I've never really understood the importance of podium position, but maybe it's for like comfort or something. I don't know.
Possible. I heard that her podium is smaller, so it doesn't look smaller to him. Like, did you hear that? Let me see if I can find a picture of
No,
that.
I didn't.
Let
I
me
did
find a
not see
picture
that.
because, like, legitimately, there's just a picture of both podiums side by
What did I
side.
miss for there to be a coconut tree on my bingo card? Oh, you have that line. I have that line just in case she uses. You think you just fell out of a coconut tree?
Oh, let me see if I can find this
'Cause
picture.
I'm hoping if there's one thing,
Yes.
if Kamala Harris wants to make me laugh, she needs to use the coconut tree in the debate.
There you go. I sent that to you. It is
Oh, you
like a
did?
miniature podium.
Oh my gosh, it's visible. It's a visible difference.
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
Oh yeah. Here, chat. Let me
Oh
show this for
yeah.
you.
Oh yeah, bud. Oh, that's a visible difference.
It's so good.
Let's pop on. Let's pop on over to the stream cap.
Look
To
at
the
that chat.
screen cap so you can see this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Wait, can I control?
Let me turn my.
I don't know how this collab feature works. What is it? Oh, you can move you. And I can just move you. Oh. Oh, there you go. So then we can see. Peep it. Look at the tiny miniature. Oh, the miniature podium. That's so funny.
Why do I feel like they're going to engage in spy work? Because like the whole stage just like looks so menacing. I know that's gonna light up and shit, but
Oh my gosh. It's gonna be quite the interesting evening.
yeah. So they say that the reason why she's doing this is because compared to Trump, she's almost like a foot smaller than her. He is 6'3" and she is 5'4". So she's doing this so it does not look like she's small compared to him.
She's representing the short queens.
Yes.
You know, and you know what? I'm actually kind of here for it. You know, short people representation. Love to see it. I'll give it its flowers. Let's see. Anything? There will be no opening statements. I don't know if that's I'm pretty sure that's a change from the last debate. I believe they had opening statements last time. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. I don't quite remember.
No opening statements. That's
And
interesting.
this funny thing called forgetful chat.
Oh my gosh, me too.
It's been a while. It's been a while. Did they have opening statements last debate? Someone, you know, my stream will catch up and they'll tell me. But I think that's different. They're going to be having 2 minutes to answer each question. I'm for sure that's longer. Oh, see, it was close to the last one. Okay. I know for a fact the 2 minutes is longer than the last debate because I distinctly remember answering questions was 90 seconds last debate.
Yeah.
I very firmly believe that. So 2 minutes to answer the question, 2-minute rebuttal, and then a minute for follow-up clarification or response. Draw now? Oh, good. Please. Oh, I have to do a draw now.
A
with
draw?
MS Paint.
Oh,
I have a
gosh.
draw now redeem. Okay, let's see. Let's get this bread.
Oh man, I'm already like all of these weird ass wonky rules. I am so excited for already, and nothing has happened yet.
Okay, so let's peep it. So, what do you want to draw? Steel chair on the podium for opening statements about making WWE great again. Okay, so let's see.
That sounds amazing.
Okay, let's see. So, on the podium, we have to make a podium. And then you want a steel chair talking about making WWE great again. No Canva. Dude, if I pulled up Canva for this, stream would literally crash. Don't push your luck.
Oh really?
Well, it's mainly just because I don't have the best. This computer has been with me for so long. It's 8 years old.
Oh oh, I'm sorry.
It's one of those. So let's see. Fill that in.
I will pray for your computer's continued success then.
Wait. Oh my gosh.
Do they get walkout music? No, this isn't WWE, as far as I know.
It should be. Oh my gosh, Ace!
Oh, that'll be really. It will be really funny if that's the case. Oh, chat.
Happy already.
Here, I need to I should have asked you
There we
for
go.
a stream link so people could subscribe to you.
MommaOcco, make WWE great again. MommaOcco. There we go. Some MommaOcco.
There we go. Chat.
There you go. There you go, good one. There's your.
Go follow Junie.
Oh yeah. Oh, I don't have my mod here yet. Hang on. I have to do. Forgot my mod's not here. They don't. They don't do my work for me.
I went and shilled my chat to go give you love.
Yeah, I just did that too because I was like, I'm out here. Move us over a little bit. Anyway, so here we go. So here's the chair. Here's the statement. It's MommaOcco, make WWE great again. What color would you like the chair to be? I know. Actually, we're gonna do it Junie blue.
Oh goodness.
Because I feel like that makes sense. And then just gonna draw like some fanfare. Draw some fanfare. Of course, Junie blue. Okay. So now keep this. The lore grows. I need an antagonist.
An antagonist to a chair?
Yeah. A table?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so then we have from out of left field the table. The table. Not very happy with the chair. And you can kind of assume what went on from there. But just know that's off to the side. So there you go. How do you like it? You got like 3 seconds to screenshot this. 3,
Oh, I love
2, 1.
I absolutely love it.
We're done. We're done. We're done.
That was absolutely beautiful.
I know. I know my skills are unmatched.
No.
Those are my educational skills.
It's totally good. It's totally good. So I forgot.
Those are my teacher skills at work. You know?
You're better at drawing on a blackboard or a whiteboard.
Right? Yeah. Exactly. So did I finish? So to finish, candidates will be given a pen, a pad of paper, a bottle of water. I had a student actually ask me. She was like, "Miss Junie, can you speak British?" And again, my students are like immigrant high schoolers, so they don't know like a ton of English or like the culture behind it. So they're like, "Can you speak British?" And I'm like, "Oh, do you mean like in a British accent?" She's like, "Yeah." So I kind of do like the little British accent, and then she goes, "Oh boy!"
Oh no.
She's so. I love my students.
That's amazing. That's awesome.
She's so sweet.
When I was young, I didn't know what Australians were, and I tried to do a British accent. My mom was like, "Well, you sound like an Australian," and I was like, "What the hell is that?" And she's like, "Oh, they're like British people, except they live on an island all alone." And I was like, "Damn, that's depressing."
Wow, really went out that way.
Oh goodness.
Oh yeah, someone's saving for the tiger. Oh, not the tiger redeem.
Tiger redeem? What's that?
So I have this. So back in the day, before Kuro Sanji was revealed, I actually used to watch a decent chunk of Niji Sanji. But Pomu had this chant in Diamond City Lights. And it uses like the word taiga in it. So if someone redeems that, it's my highest channel point redeem. But if someone redeems that, I have to drop everything I'm doing and do the chant with my full chest.
Fair enough. We're just in the middle of a debate. Trump is like about to drop a mean one to Kamala, and then that's redeemed.
And then
it's just like
I've done it. I think someone redeemed it once.
I'm gonna be honest with you. It doesn't matter what's going on the debate. You have to do it if somebody redeems it. I will be upset if you don't.
Exactly. Oh no, the consequences of your actions. How about oh no, the consequences of these nuts. Yeah. So pen, pad, bottle of water, Campaign staff may not interact with candidates during commercial breaks. However, I did have someone in my chat whenever we were going over this originally make a very good point. There is nothing in the rules about earpieces.
Nothing about
There's
earpieces?
nothing stated about earpieces.
Really?
And I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, hold on. You onto something. So expect both candidates to be fed responses.
One of my chatters asks, do you think Harris will get a I'm speaking moment? I hope so.
It's on the bingo card.
Oh my gosh. Imagine that's the thing that just gets you a bingo. That would be amazing.
So I'm gonna reset my things a couple times. So I have my bingo. I have my bingo pulled up. So let's see. I'm gonna go through my bingo, my bingo card with my lovelies. So if you're new to debate night, it's fun because we do bingo, and it's so funny. So I'm gonna refresh a couple times, and I'm just gonna stop. There we go. So I'm just going like left to right, top to bottom. So I have opioid epidemic, new nickname drop, Biden reference, illegal immigrants, interest rates, you exist within the context, immigration, free IVF, Russia, January 6th, Appalachia mention, TikTok, your free space, it's always mark your free space, Haitian cat thing, Freedom to Vote Act, Roe v. Wade, attempted coup or something similar, cost of living, SCOTUS mention, huge. Obama, JD Vance, women, unfair mods or accused unfair mods, and then you think you just fell out of a coconut tree.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
I have one.
I'm hoping it's the one thing I'm hoping for that she uses it.
That's amazing.
And also, apparently, just coming in, there's an entire Palestinian protest saying shut down the presidential debate for Gaza.
Oh, really? That's
yes.
funny. I expect a lot of arrests happening tonight as well.
And it's a big one too. It's not like tiny, and it's got like 4,000 viewers right now.
I expect on behalf of Kamala Harris, all those people are going to be arrested right now.
Wait, did he actually say that, or is that drama alert just?
Oh gosh, is Keem lying again? We love it when Keem gives us the fake news.
Oh my gosh, he actually said tomorrow I'm doing 9/11.
Oh no.
Biden actually said that.
No, wow. You're joking.
No, I saw it through drama alerts. So I was like, there's no way that's true. Click on the video. That was actually true.
I need to see this.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, actually.
Hold on, I gotta play this. I get like.
Oh, Biden literally said tomorrow I'm doing 9/11. Now, to be fair, it was in clear reference to wanting to watch the debate. Who am I rooting for? I don't make that ever known ever.
No, neither am I.
I never make it known.
Actually, I'm rooting for Meteor 2024 to end it all.
Yeah. You know, I'm actually rooting for Junie 2030 something.
We can root for the VTuber that's running for president.
Oh my gosh. Is there a VTuber running for president right now?
Yes, Tomoe Umari, the horse girl.
Tomoe Umari 2024. Let's go.
Yes. Chat, I better see some Tomoe Umari votes in there. Alright?
Yeah.
I'm imagining when she's like, oh, I'm rescinding my draw for president, she's gonna endorse one of the other candidates. That would be funny. Horse girl? Yes. Vote for horse girl. Chat.
Vote for horse girl. She's cool.
A mayor who can.
Bro, between this, oh my gosh, I look at VTuber models. I go, oh, they're so pretty. I go, they're so pretty. I love them. I love them. I love them. Love them so much. Love them so much. Swear. For Meteor. Oh my gosh, thanks for all the YouTube frogs. Hey yo, what's good? Oh yeah, so this is my bingo card.
I love it.
That's my bingo card. Love my bingo card. I don't know. I might refresh it a couple more times beforehand just to see. But currently, okay. So, question: how are you? What service are you giving your money to watch the debate tonight?
Oh shoot, I didn't think about that. Where can
Personally,
I?
I'm doing Hulu.
Oh fuck, that's right.
Because last time, okay, so here's the thing. So, like, last time they did debate, they were trying to say to people that they were, like, cracking down on it. So I made a very big deal. I would always tell people, I was like, hey, they're, like, actively, like, these major news conglomerates are actively trying to suppress independent journalists from covering the debates and trying to basically paywall it. So, like, support me, please. Oh my gosh, my mod's here. Finally, girl, where have you been?
Oh man, that's actually gonna be a really odd one because
You
I
got
didn't think that
him?
they were gonna paywall it.
Well, they did what was it? CNN did the debate last time. They did it last time. They were like, oh, we're gonna come after people. So I was like, I just kept telling people, I'm like, these types of things get suppressed. Please.
Journalism is dying in the darkness because they want you to pay for it.
Now, ABC, I don't know how lenient they'll be, but I use Hulu because it's easier to stream it.
I might have to make a Hulu account then, because...
And I didn't get nuked the last time I used Hulu.
Okay.
So.
Oh.
Yep, Hannah's here. Love Hannah. Hannah's so great. Hey Hannah, can we get some polls running? You can do whatever poll you want. I don't care. I just want them to have something fun to do.
It costs $17.99 a month for Hulu with no ads.
Yeah.
What?
Unfortunate. NBC is living it on YouTube. Okay.
Where?
Oh yeah, because Disney owns Hulu now.
Oh, is it? Would it be on Disney Plus then?
I'm not sure. It would depend on if they put news channels on Disney Plus. You might see. You might see.
Let's see.
I'm already kind of getting a vibe. Oh, let's see. Let's brainstorm. What are the topics you think we're going to get this evening?
Oh, jeez.
Draft your 3.
The economy definitely has to be one of them. They have to talk about
economy's
that.
such a good draft.
They can't not talk about that, honestly.
So, economy. What's your other 2?
Probably Israel. Probably.
Israel. Okay, so I'm gonna Israel, Palestine. Second
Probably.
Draft, all right.
Maybe you can lump in Ukraine along with that same one.
So we'll just say like a foreign conflict.
Yes.
All right.
Oh shoot.
And what's your 3rd draft?
For topics for tonight? Oh man, that's a rough one. The border crisis.
Border crisis. Oh, those are some good picks. All right. Now peep this. So my first draft, gun control in light of Appalachia.
Okay.
I feel like gun control is going to have we're going to be revisiting gun control, even though we didn't actually do gun control last debate. I think it'll be revisited this time around. So I'm drafting gun control. I'm drafting cost of living.
Cost of living. Okay.
I'm drafting cost of living. And let's see. What's gonna be my last? Oh, reproductive rights.
Well, it's a good one too.
Those are gonna be my 3 drafts. So we've got the economy, foreign conflict, border crisis, gun control, cost of living, and reproductive rights. School PP, yes.
My goodness.
The ocean is the biggest soup. That's so true.
It is my favorite soup.
Is the ocean a soup?
It is, yes, and I live in it.
Oh my gosh, we can be friends.
Oh my gosh, the presidential debate is gonna be on Disney Plus.
Peep it.
Thank fuck my parents have Disney Plus.
Peep it. Oh, that
Oh
must make
my
Game Fruit
gosh.
mad.
Praise Jesus on heaven that I don't have to like pay $20 for like Hulu.
Yeah. I think you can like bundle them nowadays. Hello, Sammy. Welcome, welcome.
Oh goodness. Well, since I have a moment here, I'm gonna knock out some of these.
Is LM covering this? I'm not sure if Andrew's covering the debates. I don't think so.
Who? Oh, hello. I did invite him to come on if he wanted to for a few minutes.
Oh, nice. Is Mr. Gator coming in? I know he said he would see if he could have time.
He told me he would ping me if he was interested. I have asked a couple
Nice.
other people, and I'm not going to mention them because I don't want people to go crazy when I said I asked them.
I know.
But I have asked a few interesting individuals.
Ooh.
Some of them might also be doing the streaming the debate tonight.
Ah, I see. Mickey will be the debate host on Disney Plus. Love it.
Friend, thank you for the 1 month re-up on your membership. Did you see that Trump posted an AI Trump cat meme? I hope he brings that up tonight. Dude, I think that if he comes with a picture, or not even a picture, if he just comes with a cat in his arms, I'm sorry. If he comes with a cat in his arms, I have to vote for him. Like, that's the meme right there. That is 110% the meme. I don't care what his policies are at that point.
Listen, I will say, initially, whenever initially Biden resigned from the candidacy and Kamala took place, Kamala was, at that moment was dominating the meme category. Like,
Yes,
you think
was.
you just fell out a coconut tree? That's so hilarious.
Yes.
Because then people were putting like coconut mall to it and everything. Like, it was hilarious. It still is funny. In general, her PR team did a really good job with her campaign memes. But now, I believe, now with like Trump back on Twitter,
Yeah.
the Trump campaign memes are ramping up. The only thing though, and personally, it's like it's a small like for me, but
Yeah.
in general, I think it really goes to show, just like the difference in the campaigns, is the Trump campaign has really been leaning into the AI.
Oh, they have, yes. They
really
100%
have been. And I mean, they're good, but personally for me, I still think I prefer the Kamala memes more.
Okay.
But that's just because, like, for me, AI memes are kind of just iffy in general.
They can be,
But
yes.
that's a personal preference.
It is.
I prefer other types of memes. But the meme game has certainly ramped up, and I can give their flowers where it's due.
Yes.
Is a hot dog a sandwich?
That is up to personal interpretation, in my personal opinion.
I know, you exist within the context of your hot dog. Anyway,
shitty Photoshop AI utilized well. I know some of them are. I think the one that like surprised me the most, and I covered it when I saw it, is he made a meme of Kamala at the DNC with how was it? She had like a communist flag behind her. And I was like, I can't believe he did that. I can't believe he did that.
Oh, the one where we were all like, is that illegal?
Yeah, I was like, can he do that? Is that
like, can he
is that
do
legal?
that?
I guess it is because he did it.
I feel like that was one instance where I was genuinely like, oh, you really probably should not have done that.
And then nothing happened, so I was like, you know what? Never mind. People don't care.
That makes me wonder if AI will get mentioned.
Oh, you know what? AI should have been put on the list. Okay, so just personally, in the terms of the AI war, where do you feel like you stand on AI? Or do you not want to talk about that?
I like AI when it doesn't threaten jobs.
I agree.
That's my thing.
I agree.
It's whenever it starts to threaten careers and threaten jobs that I start to have a problem. That's why I have a very big issue with AI art dude bros who try to go, my art is better than this piece that took 80 hours to hand draw by this artist. I'm like, no, you wrote something into a generator and got a image that is still artistically inaccurate.
Yes.
Use AI for fun, not for... Basically, I say, like, it's fun recreationally, not fun commercially.
I agree.
That's kind of like thing.
No, I totally
Support
agree.
real artists.
I agree, 100%. I have always looked at AI as like a funny little thing to use, but I've never really taken it as seriously because it just doesn't feel like right now we are in a spot where we have companies that are going to try and cut corners and use AI. However, I haven't seen it work out necessarily as well with these
I
companies.
haven't seen it work.
So
like, what is it? They tried to like AI the intro to that one Marvel series, and then everyone hated it.
Yes, they did. So I believe that AI is going to be a job killer for a moment, but then I also believe that it's going to be walked back.
Yeah, I think it's an instance where it's like, this is where I'm like, ooh, I love being like really big on cultural intelligence. I do believe human culture will outlive AI.
I agree. I 100% agree.
But also there is also the possibility, and I can see us steering in the direction where AI becomes the culture, which would be a detriment. AI has the capability to cannibalize what little aspects of culture we have left. And that's where it's important to not let it happen, which is why I stand aside and let the artists rip apart the AI dude bros with glee.
No, I agree. I 100% agree. I think more people are into human art. I think of that clip from iRobot where Will Smith is like, you can't create, you can only replicate, and basically, and I think that even though AI art, some of it can produce some crazy things, it's not only like soulless, but it's all the same after a while. Like, I messed around with an AI gen for a while, and I was just like, this is boring. I would much rather pay my artist, and even though I don't like waiting, I like waiting for especially the one that's doing my model right now. Whenever he comes back to me with something, I was like, there is a thrill of waiting for something that you don't get with AI art, and so... Yeah, I just don't think AI art will last with people that it matters with. I do believe that AI art is a major concern for the government, because right now, everybody is trying to make AI like their thing, and whoever is the king with the biggest AI will rule the world, in my personal opinion. So every country is trying to make AI their thing.
We need to regulate desperately. Well, at least, like, it needs... it's one of the reasons people go like, oh, why is SAG-AFTRA going on strike so many times? It's AI. Like, that's what's causing it. Because it's unregulated. I'm not always like the biggest person going like, oh my gosh, we need to regulate everything and we need to put a lot of strict regulations. Just like, hey, don't make this have people lose their jobs over it.
No, I'm in
stuff
agreement.
That can be solved with a percentage.
I'm in total agreement. I think that the only problem we're going to run into is how much regulation is going to kneecap people to the point where they can't compete in that race anymore. Because I think the problem is, if we regulate, there's going to be countries like China that will not regulate at all because they don't care. So
we care about money.
Yeah. So like, it's that balance where you have to ask yourself, how much are you willing to regulate before you are okay kneecapping yourself in that race? Because again, I don't want AI to replace humans, but I also recognize that whoever gets the AI is going to decide the fate of a lot of people in the future. And I would rather the US do that than another country like China.
Than other countries, yeah. Honestly, I would expand it. I would rather a NATO country than any other country, really. I would expand that. I don't really inherently think it needs to 100% be the United States, but maybe, for sure, certainly one of our allies. Like, certainly not our enemies.
No, I agree. If it was an enemy, that would be very detrimental, in my personal opinion.
Sometimes I think, like, more neutral third parties are sometimes the better option in those types of things, anyways.
Yeah. Good luck trying to stop it. I mean, like, here's the thing. While people saw... Well, the talk of regulation is hot, but I don't believe it's something that you can quickly regulate because of just, like... Well, not only is it, like, a rapid-paced thing, you also have plenty of people who are willing to be bribed to slow down that regulation, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So I do believe that there is going to be attempts, but it's not going to be a quick thing to happen.
Yeah. Alright, we're about what, an hour 15 out? Hour 15?
Awesome.
I think my counter, the debate counter says hour 11. Woo! We're getting close, we're getting close.
Oh my goodness. Let's see here.
Yeah, friendly become competitions and tables turn. That's just society. That's just society. You look back in history, that's just how the world works.
Yes.
Ooh, Goodwin, don't talk to me about dead internet theory. It freaks me out.
Oh my god. Okay, so I vaguely know the dead internet theory. I have not actually had a conversation about it. Is that really just a theory where there's only like a handful of actual people on the internet and the rest of humanity
Yes.
is just fake? Man, that is crazy.
It's the concept that the internet, the vast majority of the internet, I think what the percentage is upwards of like 90%.
90%?
I think that's like the upward idea.
What?
Is that about 90% of the current internet is bots, and the active users on the internet is far lower than people think it is, and it's kind of like, it's almost a very modern Cartesian philosophical concept. It's a very modern take on like I think therefore I am kind of thing, where you don't know if who you're talking to is real or not.
Right.
Very Cartesian, which for me it's like, it freaks me out because also Rene Descartes' theories on reality also freak me out.
Yeah. Really quickly, before I just want to make sure I get this. Ancient Wisdom, thank you for the gift subs. It's very much appreciated over there. If people are sending notifications, super chats, we will read them when we have brief moments to do so. I do not want to interrupt the conversation too much, but thank you for the gift subs. I appreciate that. Okay.
Nice.
No, but yeah, that's 90%, really. People actually believe 90%.
I think that's like the general idea. Did you pass a CAPTCHA?
That's insane.
I did pass a CAPTCHA, but now there are bots now made to pass CAPTCHAs.
Yes.
So
Gotta make them worse.
I bought, therefore I am. Absolutely. I bought, therefore I am. That's my community for y'all. You know, I'm just a little news YouTuber from the future. You know, I'm not even here.
Oh, I remember when we first were talking, and I was like, "You could have prevented the attempted assassination."
I'm like, no, I could not.
Can't interfere.
Please do not put that thought in people's head. Ooh. Question, what color suit do you think Kamala is going to be wearing today?
Oh, shoot. I didn't think about that.
What color?
Navy blue.
You think it's going to be a navy? I think... So, because you said navy, which probably would have been my first choice. I think purple.
Purple? Okay.
Yeah, I think it might be purple. Now, navy blue is probably most likely because she is the Democratic nominee. They're probably going to want to put her in blue to represent the Democratic Party. I know Trump's going to be rolling up with his standard suit and red tie.
Yes. Yes.
That's what he always wears. He doesn't really wear anything else.
No.
Joker. We live in a society.
We do. Oh gosh. E-bots taking over e-thoughts. Oh god. You know, that would be funny. But here's my question. If the dead internet theory is something to be believed, what is the goal of like having a internet fully built with robots? Like what do we gain by having that?
Exist.
Because
There we
like,
go.
because like I can believe that people are using bots to
Yeah.
rule parts of the internet, but like what is the purpose? To not be lonely? Fair enough. Clicks and views? Oh, you know what? Yeah, gotta give that dark side feel them clicks, so you know. Fair enough.
There we go. People be out here. I have ABC pulled up currently, and I'm just listening to them. It's interesting. Oh, also, I have my little. I don't know if you saw it earlier. Whenever I was talking to my chat, but I do have like my commentary set up. But I also have.
I see your mic. Yeah, I saw that. Yes.
I have a steel chair. So then, so basically, I use this, and whenever candidates are being dumb, I just go.
Nice. I must ask, now that I see you with a chair, are you a WWE fan of some kind?
I actually, and that's the funny part, I've actually never watched WWE in my life.
Oh my god.
It's just a thing I came up with because I really needed a raid message.
Fair enough.
So I was like, we're just gonna hit people with steel chairs, and that's gonna be it.
Non-violently?
No.
Non-violently, chat?
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say non-violently, chat.
Oh no, violently. If it ain't violent, it ain't correct.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
See, there they go. Yes, more.
Violently in Minecraft? Yes. We like to say violently in Minecraft. Or just in Minecraft. That absolves you of all responsibility by saying in Minecraft, so.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness. Here, I'm gonna put up a chat thing. Debate. Move you. There we go.
There you go. Oh, there's my whole chat. Hey, chat, you know what we haven't gotten in a while? Porridge. Can we get some porridges in chat? Because, you know, Hannah's here. Hannah's working hard. So, can we get some porridges for my mods? Oh, porridge. Oh my gosh, they're showing the podiums.
Oh,
on
really?
ABC.
Oh, shoot. I need to pull it up. I need to pull that up. Hold on. There we go.
Oh, wait, yeah, they're actually doing, like, the pre-show. So I guess we can actually start showing the pre-show, you know?
Oh, I just got a weird guy on my screen, and he's talking while the debate countdown happens.
Ew. Brother is.
I'm on ABC News right now. Is that correct? Bless you.
Thank you.
No, Disney Plus.
Okay, so let's see. I do that, and then gotta just move you.
I will unmute
over
them
a little bit, and then move you. Oh.
You don't want to do the pre-show? No, I wasn't thinking about showing the pre-show until it was like 10 or 15 before on my end.
Real. Gotta fix that. Just gotta fix that. Not the bless you emote. Alright, so we gotta just kind of like what? I want to move you this way. And then we put you here. And then I put me. Oh no. Because you're. Stop being pinned. Why are you. There you go. Put you here.
Excuse me.
And then we can move me here. There we go. So much better.
9 p.m. EST? Yes, it does start in about an hour.
An hour.
Hour and change. My mom always said that. I was like, when are we eating? She's like, oh, it's some change. That doesn't really answer my question, though.
Yeah.
Oh, chat. Since I am just, like, chilling in Animal Crossing, what do you think of this little hill I'm working on right now?
There we go.
I'm gonna replace this ladder when I get another one, but... And I need to add flowers, obviously. Chris Chan is supporting Kamala Harris. Yeah, okay, I need to pull up that tweet. That was a funny tweet to see. Hold on. You know Chris Chan, yeah?
Elton John, and he said like what? He was like nice with Donald Trump, and then everyone just claimed that as him endorsing him.
Let me pull it. Chris Chan. Oh, no, I liked it. Never mind. Because they don't go by Chris Chan. They go by, God Savior Jesus Christ or some shit like that.
Haven't you heard the chat is always recorded? Bro. Don't freak me out now. Don't do it. Don't slander Rocket Man, bro.
Jesus Christ, Chan Sonichu? Yes. Yes, yes, yes.
Bro. Bro. I'm literally hitting the quitty.
If someone has the Chris Chan tweet, please send it to me, because I'm having trouble finding it right now.
Oh my gosh, wait, we ran Is Ocean a Soup as a poll? Wait. I have to take a look at this. View results.
Jesus the
I have
Christ
to see
Chan
the
Sonichu?
results.
My god.
Yes, we all agreed that ocean was a soup. One person said no, that person's wrong.
That's
Can
not
we
the
actually
right
get a
one.
timeout on the person that said that ocean was not a soup? It's fine, they'll understand, right? Objectively wrong. Ocean is very watered down soup. Exactly. Exactly. Nothing else. It's just a very watered down soup.
There it is. Oh, you know what? If this picture Kamala took of herself is accurate, she might just be wearing dark blue. Here, I'll share this tweet that she posted 12 hours ago. Thank you, Victus. She posted that picture. That might not be it, but you know. Okay, here's the tweet. Here's the tweet. You'll get a kick out of this here. You know who Christian is,
will.
right?
That name definitely sounds familiar.
They created Sonichu. The electric Pokemon hedgehog.
Oh, this dude.
Yes.
The Sonichu supporter.
There we go, chat. Here, let me open
Peep it.
Let me pull this up for you all.
Showing support.
Look at that, chat. That is a beautiful picture of Kamala Harris.
Oh, wow. Anyway. So let's see. There we go. Do not wear the Sonichu medallion. Trust me, I will not.
Chris Chan whitewashed
Trust
her?
me, I will not. Trust me, I will not.
Oh, that's right. Chris Chan did whitewash her.
Best ocean soup is closest to the thermal veins. Someone needs a steel chair. Exactly.
Oh.
I agree.
Oh, that's
Someone
awesome.
does need a steel chair.
That is awesome.
Bless you.
He drew her as a white woman. He did draw her as a white woman. I don't think he had the brown crayons in his Crayola Model Magic markers. Oh, fuck, that's funny.
What's time to...
Oh, that's awesome.
There we go. Let's actually start to get the pre-show rolling, so that y'all can actually hear it.
Oh my goodness, this is amazing.
In less than 59 minutes. Yes, because it's in 58 minutes.
Top cack, yes.
There's been no chippy this whole stream. What is wrong with my chat?
I need to open. You know, I'm gonna open up your chat here.
Choppa choppa dooby dooby dabba dabba maki. Moony moony boom 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 boom. This is why I ask. This is why I tell you. This is why I tell you now. News media hates when people like me and Occo cover stuff like this, so this is where you gotta subscribe.
Oh, what happened?
You gotta hit the subscribe button, hit the follow button.
I hope they're not sniping people live.
But you gotta subscribe, so you gotta follow.
Oh snap, it shows what Trump is wearing.
She always has just such a pep in her step, though. I will say. Kamala.
Pop out chat.
Let's go! Let's go! Fixed? Oh wait, you fixed with Chippy Chippy. Choppa Choppa.
There we go. Now I can
And
see
then
your
all this,
chat.
I have not made my slides for my lesson tomorrow.
Awesome.
Dude, we do not talk about Ricada. We do not bring up Ricada
Oh,
in this
gosh.
stream. No, no, I'm supposed to be on the sidelines of that. Ricada drama is for me to watch Andrew rip him a new one on Twitter. That's what Ricada is there for.
Exactly. We don't do any of that here.
I don't touch Ricada, but I let Andrew do it.
Oh man.
I just laugh from the sidelines.
I'll be honest with you, that's really all you can do because Ricada is such a trash fire.
I know.
I did talk to Gator about him quite a lot.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about just how unfortunate it all was, because it is just like really almost
And why
depressing.
the silent moral support? Yeah. Just wing it for tomorrow? No, I need the PowerPoint. I have the lesson. I need the PowerPoint.
Do not the ball though? Yes. No nose guarding chat. Oh gosh. I need some flowers. You know what, chat? Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna take a break from building here. Actually, no. We'll continue building here. Have you ever played Animal Crossing?
I have actually never played Animal Crossing. I don't have a
Really?
Switch.
Oh, fair enough. Oh
my gosh, the podium is so visibly smaller.
oh no.
It's so funny.
Oh,
Her outfit's cute though.
excuse me.
I like that teal suit.
I don't know why, but it is showing a different thing for me. Or maybe
I'm on ABC News.
I'm on ABC News as well.
News Live. My bad.
Same.
Oh.
What?
Oh, that's a big screen for time.
It is. They really want to make it known.
Big screen.
Yeah, either you're ahead of me somehow. Well, I don't think you are ahead of me because we're both at like 53 minutes, right? 53:45.
Oh no. I'm just here. Whoa. I have to refresh my crap.
Oh, hope I'm doing well. I am doing well. And chat, I hope you're all doing fantastic as well. Besides my sinus is killing me and inflamed tonsils, I'm doing all right.
Hey yo. Hey yo. Hey yo. You saw nothing, chat. You saw nothing. You saw nothing. You saw nothing.
Oh, what did you do?
They saw nothing.
Okay.
Nothing. There was absolutely nothing on my Twitter feed whatsoever.
These are not the droids you were looking for.
There was nothing.
What's bothering my throat? The fact that I am allergic to certain things and I ate those things this weekend.
Can you share later? Probably not. I already scrolled away.
We saw the hentai. Chat, what are you talking about? No hentai here. Have fun with the trash fire. Bring the s'mores. Oh, don't worry. The s'mores are already prepped and ready to go.
Let's peep it. Or,
Oh, excuse me. No, I am positively excited. I have sat through debates like occasionally, but like not normally, just because I didn't care. But tonight, I think I'm gonna do this. I think on election night I'll probably watch the election too. I'll take the day off of work.
ooh, I will be. Peep me on election night. Peep me on election night. I've been looking. That's the one I've been looking forward to since I started.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I will keep you in mind then for election night if you would like.
Yar.
I think it'll be awesome.
And I think that day for me it's a PD day.
A what day?
So I don't even. So professional development. So I won't even like have students that day.
Oh, okay.
Ugh, goodness.
It'd be election night and not election week this time. We are only doing one
gosh.
night chat. No,
Bingo
no
card.
way.
Kamala telling Trump not to mansplain how to be president. I don't think she'd say that.
Dude, she will look so bad if she says that.
Exactly. I don't think. I don't think she would say that.
I think she would. I don't know, chat. We'll have to wait and see.
I don't think so. Probably not.
That would not look good for her if she did, though.
Nar, it would not. That would look horrible. That would be like the same level of like him posting that AI photo of her
Uh-huh.
and then us going, is that illegal?
No, yeah, I agree. It would not be a good idea.
Not time to end yet. Oh, did I yawn? I'm sorry, chat.
Oh, is that like chat's indication that you need to stop streaming?
So I yawn, I guess pretty loudly.
Oh, really?
And I always get sleepy. My chat know me. I have a difficult time streaming longer than 2 hours.
Oh, I'll keep you awake.
Because I'm a little ferret that needs her little bedtime.
Uh-huh.
But no. I did the debate nights, I stay up. Because even if I wasn't streaming, I would still be watching it. I'm yawning again, no.
I gotta readjust you there. There we go.
This is what happens when you work a 9 to 5.
Chat, the pogo song.
Oh, polls. You love to hate them. Goodness.
Kamala's not the master of hindsight. See, Chad, I'm not gonna have any opinions on both sides here, just because we're gonna laugh at both of them.
I'm going to criticize both sides. I'm going to praise both sides. And I'm gonna have fun with both sides.
You know what? Fair enough. That's probably a better idea than what I was thinking of doing.
Yeah. I'm gonna praise both sides. I'm gonna criticize both sides. And I'm gonna have a fun time with both sides.
Yes, I agree.
That's how we do it in a Junie stream. And anyone that disrespects that notion, not the stream for you. Sorry. Oh my gosh, wait, hang on. So they said what? Economy? They said immigration? They said, I think, what is it? Abortion? They said abortion. So
What?
reproductive rights? And they said and more. They also said foreign relations, so international relations.
Oh, this is gonna be so interesting.
And then they said and more. That makes me wonder, are they going to throw in gun control?
Oh boy.
Keep it. Are they gonna throw in gun control?
That will be interesting.
Let's see. Let's see. I have some time. I want a little pre-debate snacky. So let's see. Hey chat, do you want Fridays with Frank? You want some Fridays with Frank while I go grab me a little snacky?
Abortion and gun control are landmines? They are.
Want some Fridays with Frank? Fridays with Frank? Yeah? Okay, I'll get you your I'll get you your Fridays with Frank.
I feel like I need some context here.
They love Fridays with Frank. They love it. So, alright, here guys. Alright, I'm gonna go grab me a pre-debate snack. My chat are entertained with their ADHD show. Called Fridays with Frank. It's a dude that does traffic control.
Oh, nice.
Alright, so I'm gonna be right back.
Oh, that's beautiful. Passes the time. Dawn, would you like to have some salad? Why you salad is all dawn. Just look up at the sky. Oh, did my music stop? Yes, it's over. Alright. Now we go to the Fantasy Lo-Fi chat. I hope you're excited, chat. Oh. Lollipop is out one more day. What do I think? I think Lumi's very excited about that. I've not really seen any gameplay for it, but I've heard that it is good. Oh, that's an issue. I'm getting Lollipop. I want to compare to my 360 copy. Again, Chad, I have so many games that I'm just like... I'll watch Lumi play it. And that's about it. Oh, goodness. This will be exciting. Chat, you have no idea how excited I am. I'm so excited. I will be, by the way, I will be pinging the chat again in Discord when the debate actually starts, so that people know when it's time to hop in. Lollipop Chainsaw? Yes. Oh, I'm sorry, I should mute myself whenever I need to do that.
Oh, don't tell me. Don't tell me I left Fridays with Frank on with no audio. I'm so sorry, chat.
Happens to the best of us.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Oh, my chat's talking about how they're excited for the remake of Lollipop Chainsaw Massacre.
Oh. So, debate snackies, we have elote Pringles.
Ooh. That sounds good. I just have air fried goldfish.
And some Oreos.
It's not a VTuber stream without scuff. Exactly, chat. Everybody's got to scuff it.
Exactly. Except your chat just goes, oh, it's okay. Mine riots.
Oh, do they really?
Mm-hmm. You should look at it.
I don't know, chat. Do you forgive me whenever that happens? I feel like it's 50-50.
I really don't know how to relate to an anime character talking about politics. Well, welcome. For context, if you need my qualifications, I have a master's degree in international relations. I'm probably, to a degree, academically more qualified than potentially some journalists out there.
You know what? I would believe that just on its face, because some journalists don't know how to journalist.
If you don't commit arson in chat, I mean, that's true. I'll take my win. A win is a win. I also have some Oreos.
I wish. I can't really eat Oreos because of, I'm trying to pay attention to my teeth until I can get them fixed. Don, Trump is gonna drill baby, get our jobs. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know. There probably was, I don't know, was there more jobs when he was in office? I know there was for a while. I had 10 teeth. What? 10? I'm so sorry to hear that. I'm trying to preserve my teeth.
No. No, stop setting the chat on fire now! Stop it!
Unemployment was the lowest? Okay. I'll just have to take your word for that, chat.
Best half of... So what's the best half of the alphabet? A through M or N through Z?
Oh, that's a good question. Do I need to give you a reason why I think one is better than the other?
No, you just need to vote. This was my moderator making this.
I'm gonna say A through M because it has the most vowels.
I know, and I know that's right. And I know that's right. That is the right choice. A through M, objectively, the better half of the alphabet.
Objectively, just better.
Man. Oh my gosh, buffalo wings and spicy bread bites. Oh, I want those so bad.
That does sound pretty good, yeah.
I have my first person just putting like Trump 2024 in all caps in my chat. That's so funny. That's funny. Hey, it's alright. At least you aren't attacking anyone. I don't care.
Exactly. You can say whatever you want, just be nice, or you'll get sniped from the mods.
Peep it. We're 40 minutes out. It's tied if you count Y.
Biden 28. You know what? If Biden can somehow run for re-election in 28 without falling over, I'd say he has a small chance. I'm gonna be mean then? No, don't be mean. Hawk 24.
It is. Oh, who is pinging me on this very day? In my Discord? Oh, it's my homie going live.
He'll run as a skeleton. Chat, would you vote for a skeleton over a living being? The cocaine president?
No.
Oh.
And here's the thing. Would you vote for me?
Would I vote for you? What are your policies? What would you run on?
Over me, please. I'm cute and I'm a ferret.
That's a rough one, because I kind of want to do it just because you're a ferret. But I feel like some people would say I'm a simp if I don't at least ask you one policy. Like, why'd you vote for the ferret?
My one policy: give teachers funding to teach.
Okay.
Rather than paying school board officials hundreds of thousands of dollars. And paying millions in bond money to build, like, natatoriums when classes don't even have textbooks. Does that sound enough?
No, I mean, hey. You would definitely get the teachers union. Well, actually, no, you may not get the teachers union. You might... The teachers union might be upset with you. But...
I'm in Texas, so we have like a union that's not a union.
Oh, fair enough, fair enough.
We have a quote-unquote union.
Texas doesn't like unions. They like to just raw dog it.
I actually... I have a certain individual in my life, and he bought some things off my throne for me for my classroom.
Well, if it's for the classroom, then I'm assuming they're good.
So I got some new felt tip markers and some clear pouches, dry erase pouches for fluency in my class.
Nice. Unemployment statistics are a fascinating topic on their own because of how convoluted and how skewed they can be. I don't know if back in the time for the debate, so have a nice stream. Alright, thank you. Thank you. Let me look at the supers, see if I missed any. Chances are I could have. Rusta for 2, thank you. Not beating the allegations. Now Thug Shake? Absolutely not. Kanzela, thank you for becoming a member. And then Wolf for 2, Biden got rid of the Keystone Pipeline project. Did he?
Oh, have you ever heard of the Epic, the musical?
No, I don't think I did.
Oh my gosh. So, you know the Odyssey, right?
Yes.
There's a Dune who's doing a concept album, turning it all into a musical.
Really?
It's so good. It's so good. I forget ABC does GMA. I don't even get to watch the morning news like GMA. I'm at work by then. I'm already teaching students by that time. Like, it's crazy.
If someone is looking for work, are they considered unemployed? I would assume so. I would hope that counts.
No more money until teachers start teaching and no brainwashing kids.
You know what? Teachers need to teach kids how to do their taxes.
I wish.
Go back to home ec.
My students need to just know how to say my name is. I am blank years old. I am from here. I have some students who come in with no educational experience. I have to take them back to kindergarten.
Oh, really?
Hmm?
Oh.
I have a student, and I teach high schoolers. And I have one student, and they have the educational capacity of a 3-year-old. Down to motor skills.
That is really sad.
Because in their home country, they never received an education.
Yeah. If someone is
I just
not...
watched the same GMA ad twice.
If someone is not looking for employment, they are not considered unemployed. Oh, really? That's interesting.
Can these 30 minutes pass by quicker?
That would be nice.
I want to get to the fighting.
That definitely would be nice. What are they? Oh, showing a Pamela Anderson interview.
Ooh. Lifeguard. Baywatch.
Teachers need to be paid more? No, I agree. Teachers need to be paid more so that they can be held to a higher standard.
If you want to teach tax returns, make it a state standard. See, it's a teak. It's a teak, but not for your general education credits. It's a teak if you take the elective. Because I've had to go digging for the teaks to my class, and meaning I found the teaks for a ton of other courses.
Oh, really?
That's the life of an educator. I think my classroom is really cool though, because most of my classroom is funded by my community currently.
Well, that's nice.
Which I think is really cool.
It's nice when people come together to do that.
So that my homies here, you get to feel at least like a little content knowing that you like contributed to people, to like students getting an equal education.
That is actually pretty wholesome. The issue with education is that federal regulation is not a determinant for the education board's funding. It's states that do that. Federal only pays 8 to 10%. 8 to 10% teachers' unions are useless. They never negotiate better wages, working conditions, or increase the funding. Every teachers' union I've seen just embezzles money through over-bloated funding for stuff like auditoriums. I know because I did audits and estimations for a construction company. You know what? I can believe that. I can believe that. Most of the time, unions chat are pretty useless. I have seen times where they can be useful, but most of the time they're just useless and they're just there to take money away from the people that work in them. Anime-funded curriculum.
Keep it. Love your little boots. They're so cute.
Oh, shoot. You jumped up again. There we go. Meteor 2024. Amen.
Holy mama. Why are we saying holy mama in my chat? What happened? What went down?
It could be me, I don't know.
Mamma mia!
I have a question. Do property taxes cover schooling in the United States? I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know if property taxes goes a lot towards, schooling?
If it goes to what?
Schooling.
What goes to what?
Property taxes.
Property, it depends on state. Texas, property tax goes to schooling, yes.
Okay.
Personally, do I think that's how it should be? No.
It depends on state and local area. Fair enough. Am I ready for the debate? Absolutely not. I'm new here. Welcome. I can't wait to see Dev's takes tonight. Well, I'm not going to be watching his thing, because he's going to be doing it at the same time I am. You can tell me if he's got any communist opinions that leak out.
There you go.
See, what's funny is there are so many non-Americans that are going to be paying attention to this debate tonight.
I know, that's the crazy one.
You know, I should put in my description, real American reacts to the debate. Communist opinions, that's the whole stream. Everybody jokes that he's a communist. I've asked him about some of his beliefs, and I have to wonder if, like, that's just people astroturfing. Or if, like, he has lied to me about... If he has magically lied to me about his communist takes.
I think it's been, like, enough time.
Kamala word salad? That'll be interesting.
I think I'm gonna start. I think for my own sake, I'm gonna what's it called? Retweet my little navigating politics online thread.
Oh, you bounced back.
Kind of, you know, just remind people. Kind of like, you know, remind people like, here's how you act online.
Yes.
Don't risk your job.
The rest
I certainly don't risk mine.
The rest of us are waiting to see if the West falls. If the West falls, everybody else does too. Chat.
There we go. So let's retweet that real quick. I also have a giveaway going on my Twitter.
Oh, nice.
I do.
What are you
I'm giving away? Guess what? A customizable model.
That's right.
I am. I'm giving away one of them.
Oh man, exciting stuff.
I'm scared of this debate. I'm not scared. I'm just hoping to be entertained. I will be very not happy if it is not entertaining. My entertainment ability hinges on this being entertaining.
Agreed. Very, very much agreed.
But that's also what the bingo's for, though.
Was Telegram even safe? I think Telegram is still probably safe. I assume that the dude that was arrested that's in charge of it probably won't sell out your information. I don't know. I'm speaking as a non-Yank. Okay, fair enough. Trees. Yes, there is game. Here we go. Are we not entertained? I am pretty damn... Oh, fuck, I can't make the thing. Oh, damn it. I'm pretty entertained so far. Oh, what happened to your model?
I'm tiny.
You popped out of existence there.
I'm here. Oh, your model's so pretty. He's so pretty. There we go. Now, peep this. Apparently, in Colorado, weed taxes are supposed to go to schools.
Really?
I did not know that.
Interesting. No tax on tips is huge. No, yeah, I would say that's pretty damn huge, honestly. There it is.
Martha Redat. Sounds like redacted. I'm so unique and quirky.
I watched him claim to be centrist for years, and then he's inched his way into admitting he's a leftist with centrist opinions. Most of his beliefs overlap with centrism, overlap with conservatives too, and are universal in the spectrum. No, yeah, the thought I've kind of gotten from Dev is that he is literally just like in the middle. He is the eternal fence sitter, chat.
Whoa, that's crazy. Sorry, I'm looking at the ABC news.
Hmm.
I'm looking at what the tunnels.
What? Oh my goodness.
There's tunnels under Palestine.
I mean, I kind of expected that.
It's where the hostages were.
Uh-huh. He's a leftist in denial. I think he's autistic. It's the easiest way of saying it.
Let me see if I can.
Hello, hello.
Oh, let's see. There we go. There you go. Yeah.
Leftists are moving towards being called centrists now. This is true. A lot of them would be considered centrist by today's standards, I guess.
There you go. Sorry, if I blow, I'm playing with my audio with my sounds a little bit. So I'm apologizing in advance if I blow mainly my chat, if I blow my chat's eardrums out.
You're good. While you're messing
There you
around
go.
with that, how about you tell me what you thought of the Minecraft trailer?
Oh! Oh, honey, that's not... Oh, honey, that's not...
That was
Okay, I think
top
we're
tier
good.
cringe, is what that was.
I saw someone tweet something and I agreed with it. I was like, can we just bully them like we bullied the Sonic movie?
Hey, get rid of Jack Black and replace it with fucking what's his name? He's been in
I think
oh shoot, what
I
is
think
that
it'd be
actor's name?
very funny if it was like Hugh Jackman.
As Steve?
Yeah.
Alright, chat, press 1 if you would want to see Hugh Jackman as Steve.
Either like Hugh Jackman or like Benedict Cumberbatch or just like a quirky or actually who I would think maybe would be it would be more, I have two in mind that would be interesting Steve takes, but I think somehow it would work. I would think Matt Smith,
really?
or David Tennant.
Really? Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Why Matt Smith?
Why Matt Smith?
Yeah.
'Cause I don't know. I mean, it's like Steve can be headcanoned 10 million different ways, but what if he was just like a quirky guy?
Mm-hmm. Tom Holland? I don't know. I thought he was gonna be played by Jason Momoa. See, I think that's what a lot of people thought. I'll be honest with you, chat. I really don't like video game adaptations anymore. Like, they were cool for a time. I think the Sonic movie can still make it shit. The Mario movie can still make it shit. But Minecraft doesn't need to exist.
You know what movie I've been waiting for that was supposed to be happening for years now, but hasn't happened? Peep it. Warrior Cats.
Warrior Cats.
I've been waiting for a Warrior Cats movie for ages. Since I was a teen, since I was a like middle schooler, I was like, Warrior Cats movie, I will be in theaters. Never happened. Very sad. Because it's
very
Warrior
unfortunate.
It's Warrior Cats. It's Warrior Cats. We're getting Minecraft movie before Hytale.
Oh, you know what? That's a good point.
I know. Simon Hypixel, please. Where is Hytale?
I'm waiting for Hytale. I can't. Like, multiple years I've been waiting, man. Oh. I need it in my life.
I did have someone wonder if Kamala's gonna keep up her brat campaign in this debate.
Her what?
Brat, because you know, like the Charlie XCX, like brat girl summer.
Oh, okay.
And then Charlie XCX was like, Kamala Harris is so brat. So then she kind of took that and turned it into her campaign theme.
I see. I get you. I get you.
Which, I mean, that's a very unique way. That's a very modern day, like, campaigning. I'm actually not entirely against that type of branding and stuff.
Warrior Cats was a mistake that damaged a generation of women. Oh, come on, Azahara.
No, you're just objectively wrong. You are objectively wrong. You are so objectively wrong when I tell you about the nuance and meta of Jay Feather's blindness in the context of the series.
Would the mics be muted between the candidates in the debate? Yes, there's actually somebody...
Yes, but they'll yell over them anyways.
Somebody made a funny joke about that. Let me see if I can find it.
18 minutes!
It was my Freedom Tunes.
Let's see. This is a good time. If you haven't already, they're pinned in my chat. Please do. Is the chat overlay too high up? No. It's just a little iffy.
Oh, did he get rid of it? I hope not.
There you go.
There it is. Here, chat. We are going to show you why Kamala Harris does not want there to be let's silence the mic setting here.
The fact is, the president is
Do you want chip
Kamala Harris is a fat bitch.
I'm speaking.
This is my chip ASMR.
And I'm
I still actually owe paperwork ASMR
woman speaking.
for my subathon.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I am speaking.
The podium.
Kamala.
I'm speaking.
Kamala. The moderators have decided that the mics will be muted like in the last debate, so no one can interrupt you. Isn't that great? The border has been a complete mess under her. The number of people entering this country has been bigger than maybe any time in history. People are struggling to afford food, and she wants to give more free stuff away.
Oh, good shit, chat. That is always funny.
They should have made the podiums eagle and put a little step instead. Maybe.
Oh, that would have been so mean. Oh, accurate. Freedom Tunes on point. Yes, that was. I think that if that actually happened tonight, that'd be funny.
Nami is accidentally closing out of my live stream control room on YouTube.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's fine though. I can just go back in. I also keep most of it on OBS anyways.
Oh, fair enough. I keep forgetting that I can bring up Streamlabs chat on OBS. I just get lazy and forget that it exists.
Ooh, my OBS be cray.
By the way, chat, once the debate starts, Animal Crossing goes away, and instead we'll just bring up the screen. If you were here for the Animal Crossing, fair, but we're gonna be putting it away.
Yeah. Oh, you have little Animal Crossing on your...
For now, yeah.
For now?
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
I started my island, and right now I have torn everything down, moved all the trees and houses to the beach, and now I am redesigning everything.
I just put on the ABC pre-show. I just yap. I just yap up a storm.
Mm-hmm. I mean, like, that we're both doing that pretty much, but I just wanted to have something on screen for people. Because some people want that stimulation.
See, that's what I do. I put on Fridays with Frank whenever I have to leave. And then 9 times out of 10, I forget the sound.
It's okay.
Is there anything I can hit yet?
Oh, goodness.
'Cause I'm ready. I'm ready.
We're 15.
At the chair. I'm ready.
Yep, we're 15 till.
I'm gonna go.
Here, we'll say this. Chat, don't forget to like and subscribe the stream for both of our streams.
Like, comment, share, or you get the steel chair, you know.
You'll get the steel toe, but not the morning show.
You know how it is. Like the stream, subscribe, follow now. Ooh, you want to subscribe. Ooh, you want to subscribe so bad. Can we get primes? Get some primes. I'm gonna do my prime farming. I like chairs. Nice. I also like chairs. I like steel chairs.
Got that redneck steel chair.
So, what's the hat? A star hat. What's it for?
Star hat?
Yeah.
Oh, are you seeing my stream right now?
Yeah, I can see your avatar.
Oh yeah, that's a crown. This is this crown's 1.2 million bells, so it's a flex to own it.
Tinder, the follow. Thank you.
Steel chairs and armchairs? Yes.
Mm-hmm. I love chairs. I love steel chairs mainly.
Did you know that there is a VTuber that is just an armchair?
Yes, I know, and he follows me.
He's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
He's pretty cool. He comes into chat sometimes to say hi.
Mm-hmm. We are the Twitter mutuals.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, Ruby Frankie? Oh my gosh, that woman. Evil.
Armchair goated? I agree. I agree, chat. I think he's goated because he used our comments, or he used our content in one of his streams.
Like, he's goated because he noticed me, senpai.
Yes, pretty much. Pretty much, yes.
Oh. Thank you. Diehard Saint, thanks for the follow. Wow. always love looking at the politics category and seeing the random VTuber.
Yeah.
That's me.
Is this on live right now?
I do it for the novelty. Like you click on, you see all these random people. Which to be fair, 90% of the politics category is white guy. But then you see anime girl. And you go, huh?
Accurate.
Oh my gosh. Is this who I think it is? Maybe. Is this who I think it is? Is that the one that I think it is? Okay, I have a question.
Okay.
So you know Marina.
Which one?
I don't. So there's Marina. Is Marina? So
The VTuber?
Yeah. So it's a VTuber. Do they have like dark hair, glasses?
Yes.
Lingerie?
The problem is that they have
is that the Marina that got in drama?
Is it Marina VT?
No, it just says Marina.
Send me a screenshot if you can.
Yeah. I'm like, is it this Marina?
Yeah.
The Marina?
I highly doubt it, but like I'm curious. I feel like the politics.
I feel
would
like
just-
it looks familiar.
Okay, let me look. Yeah. No, yep, that is Marina.
I'm like, isn't that the Marina?
That is the Marina. The Marina VT. Oh goodness. Chat.
Yikes.
She's gonna do the presidential debate. That Marina? Yes, that Marina.
That Marina, folks. That Marina.
I'll give you some deep lore. She was on our first podcast and we didn't even ask her to come on.
But then like, oh.
So what happened was we were reporting on the Tyga situation when it was still somewhat fresh. And we were talking about how she basically slandered Tyga because she had retweeted a document that was all wrong. And she came in and was like, "Oh, can I talk about this?" And we were like, sure." And then she came in and just like kind of derailed the entire thing.
Oh, that's not.
What?
That's not. I'm like, oh, that's not. Ooh, I love the funniest thing. I love data. I'm such a teacher. I'm like, I love data. It's really interesting to see what time each stream affects your viewership. Because it's like, now that we're 10 minutes up from the debate, my viewers, they went from like 10 to 20.
Yeah.
It's so, for me, I just love seeing like those little, like the difference in time, you know?
Yeah,
I think that's so interesting. Who, lol? If you don't know who, then you don't really need to worry. I was just curious. So, like, I'm pretty sure that was her. See, Chris Christie. How... I know my mod did not just do, how are we feeling? Skibbity, not skibbity. Hannah, you're about to get demoted, but you're not getting demoted because you're the only mod I have and I need you. So...
Marina's a daily thing? No, we try not to mention Marina every time because, like, there are multiple nemesis to the repertoire of Under the Tea. I love the models, thank you. I think we both have pretty cool looking models.
Mm-hmm. But Krispy Kreme,
Excuse me.
former governor of New Jersey. He has grown out his gray.
Just have no enemies, SMH. That's not hard. That's not easy, chat. When you talk about drama, people get mad when you bring up their drama. Marina tried. Yes, she like tried to buddy up to me and Lumi to get us to turn on Mizu, and it didn't work. She was like, "Oh, Mizu's evil. You gotta stay away from that guy." It's just like, no. She tried to play Fortnite with me. It never happened, but she like tried to get me to play Fortnite with her. Oh gosh.
Mm. Thank you. We out here.
Waiting for Nux to make a better apology? You're not gonna get another one. Nux is done talking about it. And that's not me talking for him, that's just me observing that he's done. Don't expect that he's gonna do any more.
But alright. Chat, we lock in.
Oh snap. Where are we walking
lock
to?
in. Lock in. We're locking in. 5 minutes.
Oh, we're at 5 minutes, chat.
We're at 5 minutes. Lock in. Get your debate bingo ready. The most important thing is getting debate bingo. If there's nothing else you do in my stream tonight, it is you better do debate bingo.
Here, I will link your bingo. Is there a special link that I use to link the bingo in the chat?
It's pinned in my chat, so if you want to just grab the link from my chat and then just post it.
Chat, if you would like to play bingo with us, there you go.
Play bingo. Play bingo. It's fun, I promise.
You can tell us when you get a bingo. We'll have to trust you.
Yep. If you win bingo, I mean, there really isn't anything.
No, sadly, there is no prize for winning. We'll say that you get to escape the cringe.
Exactly. You get to escape cringe. There you go. So that's what happens. That's what happens. You escape the cringe if you win bingo.
The god reared his
Alright.
ugly avatar's head to throw shit at Azahara. Oh, really?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, let's see. My final bingo card. I got Hunter Biden, China, Mar-a-Lago, I'm innocent, or something similar. Climate, SCOTUS, January 6th, huge. Attempted coup, something similar. I'm speaking / talking, or something similar. Congress, police brutality, felony mention, free IVF, Obama, interest rates, illegal immigrants, tariffs, weird, student loans, immigration, Asian cat eating thing, very big, very huge, or something similar, and inflation.
Okay. Let me do
Hey,
mine.
good.
Here's mine, chat. Scott has mentioned Tim Waltz, weird, illegal immigrants, cost of living. I'm innocent or similar. New nickname drop. Roe v. Wade. You exist with the context. Obama. Felony mention. Project 2025. Jan 6. Freedom to vote. Freedom IVF. Gun control. Appalachia mention. Biden reference. Interest rates. Women. Huge. Mar-a-Lago. China. And God. My goodness, I got an easy one today.
I think you have an easier card than me.
I probably do.
Except for the context. You exist within the context. Anyway, time to open my Oreos, because we're about to fade them. There we go.
Oh, goodness. This is gonna be top tier cringe chat. Are the VP nominees gonna have a debate? I don't know if there's enough time. Maybe. Who knows?
Which is where Trump is winning against her on the economy, inflation, and all these other problems that we're having, and then sit back and let her talk. Let her.
What happened to your model?
Herself, her past positions,
What happened to my
positions.
glasses?
How does she feel about?
There we go. I'm here.
Biden has done?
I know exactly what you were asking. Is the president or the VP going to debate? Not sure.
Okay,
Nothing
so
confirmed.
thanks for joining us tonight, Donna and Reince. We're all staying tuned.
Here we go, chat.
And I have to say, as
There you go.
just a couple of less than 2
Yeah,
minutes
I know
away,
exactly what you were asking.
such a joy
Not
and
sure if
especially
VPs are debating or not.
when you consider
If they are,
the
nothing's been
center
stated.
of our lives for the last 2 months have never met each other.
Have never even met each other. And Harris said, if you got something to say it to my face. The question tonight, does Donald Trump actually go there? He's questioned her racial identity. He's questioned her intelligence as well. Or does he
Oh, they're just giving away what the topics are.
They are.
Just out the gate. Come on, leave us some sort of. Leave something to the imagination.
We got 50 seconds, chat.
You have 50 seconds? Oh, I have a minute.
Oh, really? Oh, I think I'm like 10 seconds ahead of you.
Oh, well, hang on. Let me see if I can refresh. Let me see if I can refresh.
And I have my doubts
Let's
that we're
see.
gonna see that handshake, but what we are going to see
See if
is
we
a
can
spirited
refresh.
debate and perhaps the most consequential general election debate we have ever seen because
I'm on with you now.
So with the
I'm at 30 seconds.
the presidential debate
Perfect.
just
20
minutes
seconds now.
away, we have the entire news division keeping an eye on everything.
Here we go, chat.
Fact checking on our live.
Oh man, we got fact checking too. Ah.
Yo.
The debate now.
Oh my gosh, chat. Live fact checking.
Wait, live fact checking?
Yeah,
They
they said.
did not mention that in their article.
I'm gonna toss it right now to David Muir.
Here we go, chat. I hope you're excited.
Tonight, the high-stakes showdown here in Philadelphia between Vice President Kamala Harris and
Oh, it's the dude with the
Donald
voice.
Trump. Their first face-to-face meeting in this presidential election.
trinket.
Their first face-to-face meeting ever.
A historic race for president upended just weeks ago. President Biden
Wait,
withdrawing
have they
after his
never-
last debate. Donald Trump now up against a new opponent.
The candidates separated by the smallest of margins, essentially tied in the polls nationally and in the key battlegrounds, including right here in Pennsylvania, all still very much in play. The ABC News presidential debate starts right now.
This is an ABC News special.
Oh my
The
gosh.
most consequential moment
Let's
of this
go.
campaign.
Let's go.
Kamala Harris.
Let's go.
we will chart a new way forward.
Oh my
Donald
gosh.
Trump.
We will soon be
Let's
a
go.
great nation again.
Listen to this, chat.
Historic. The ABC News presidential debate.
Let's
Here
go.
now, David Muir and Lindsay Davis.
Good evening, I'm David Muir, and thank you for joining
She
us
sounds
for
like an
tonight's
uncle
ABC
diplomat.
News presidential debate. We want to welcome viewers watching on ABC and around the world tonight. Vice President Kamala Harris and President Donald Trump
do we
are
get
just
subtitles?
moments away from taking the stage in this unprecedented race for president.
And I'm Lindsay Davis. Tonight's meeting could
Yay,
be the
subtitles.
most consequential event of their campaign.
Oh, yeah, I got
Election
subtitles.
Day, now less than 2 months away. For Vice
Also,
President
if the
Kamala Harris, this is
moderators
her
say it,
first
it does
debate since
count.
President Biden withdrew from the race
Okay.
on July 21st. Of course, that decision
So it's
followed his
moderators
debate
and
against
candidates.
President Donald Trump in June. Since then, this race has taken on an entirely new dynamic.
And that brings us to the rules of tonight's debate. 90 minutes with 2 commercial breaks. No topics or questions have been
90
shared with
minutes.
the campaigns. The candidates will have 2 minutes to answer questions, and this is the clock. That's what they'll be seeing. 2 minutes for rebuttals and 1 minute for follow-ups, clarifications, or responses. Their microphones will only be turned on when it's their turn to speak. No pre-written notes allowed. There is no audience here tonight in this hall at the National Constitution Center. This is an intimate setting for 2 candidates who have never met.
President Trump won
Man,
the
they've
coin toss
never
and chose
met
to deliver the
before.
final closing statement of the
Wow.
evening.
I
Vice
did not
President
know that
Harris
they had
led the
never met
podium
before.
That is
tour.
insane. I would have
So let's now
sworn
welcome
that they
the
had
candidates
met.
to the stage. Vice President Kamala Harris and President Donald Trump.
Are they walking in together?
Oh my gosh, he
Oh my
walks
gosh,
slow.
they are.
Harris.
Oh, he wore a blue suit.
Thank you.
Welcome to you both. It's wonderful to have you.
The podium.
He wore a black suit.
Oh, we were both wrong.
So let's get started. I want to begin tonight with the issue that voters repeatedly say is their #1 issue, and that is the economy and the cost of
Economy
living in
mentioned
this country.
first.
Vice President Harris, you and President Trump were elected 4 years ago, and your opponent
Anyone
on the
have
stage
economy?
here tonight
Economy?
often
Economy?
asks his supporters,
Cost
are
of
you
living,
better off
please.
than you were 4 years ago? When it comes to the economy, do you believe Americans are better off than they were 4 years ago?
So I was raised as a middle-class kid, and I am actually the only person on this stage who has a plan that is about lifting up the middle class and working people of America. I believe in the ambition, the aspirations, the dreams of the American people. And that is why I imagine and have actually a plan to build what I call an opportunity economy.
This is not the
Because
this is
here's
not
the thing.
answering.
We know that we have a shortage of homes and housing, and the cost of housing is too expensive for far too many people. We know that young families
she mentioned
need
cost of living.
support
Yep.
to raise their children,
And Dream
I
was also
intend on
stated.
extending a tax cut for those families of $6,000, which is the largest
Oh, would tax
child
cut count as
tax
interest
credit
rates?
that we have given in a long time, so that those young families
Ugh.
can afford to buy a crib, buy a car seat, buy clothes for their children. My passion, one of them, is small businesses. My mother raised my sister and me, but there was a woman who helped raise us. We call her our second mother. She was a small business owner. I love our small businesses. My plan is to give a $50,000 tax deduction
Dodging,
to start up
a little
small
bit.
businesses, knowing they are part
Trump
of the
looks so
backbone of
tired.
America's economy.
He looks
My opponent, on the other hand, his
He
plan
does look
is
a
to do what
little.
he has done
He does
before,
look a little
which is to
tired.
provide a tax cut for billionaires and big corporations, which will result in $5 trillion to America's deficit.
Oh,
My
right
opponent
out the
has a
gate
plan
with
that
the
I call the Trump
attacking.
sales tax, which would be a 20% tax on everyday goods that you
Is that a
rely
new
on
nickname?
to get through the month.
What nickname?
Economists have said that
Trump
Trump sales tax
tax?
would
Oh my
actually result
gosh.
for middle-class families in about $4,000 more a year because of his policies and his ideas.
I do think that is a new
about
nickname,
what
yeah.
should be the backs of middle-class people paying for tax cuts for billionaires.
President Trump, I'll give you 2 minutes.
First of all, I have no sales tax. That's an incorrect statement. She knows that.
Uh,
We're doing tariffs
She knows
on
that you
other
are.
countries. Other
we don't
countries are
attack
gonna
candidates on
finally,
my chat.
after
Don't do that. That's the
75
quickest way to
years,
get
pay
timed
us
out.
back for all that we've done for the world. And the tariff will be substantial in some cases. I took in billions and billions of dollars, as you know,
Tariff-
from China.
tariff mentioned.
In fact, they never took the tariff off because there was so much money they
China.
They would totally destroy everything that they've set out to do. They're taking in billions of dollars from China and other places. They've left the
China.
tariffs on. When
China.
I had tariffs, and yet I had no inflation. Look, we've had a
Tariffs.
terrible economy because inflation has, which is really known as a country buster. It breaks up countries.
Inflation.
We have inflation like very few people
You're gonna get a
have ever
bingo
seen
already.
before. Probably the worst
I just
in our
need January
nation's
6th in front
history.
of Biden.
We were at 21%, but that's being generous because many things are 50, 60, 70, and 80% higher than they were just a few years ago.
Already, chat.
This has been
Already.
a disaster for people,
no,
for the
what
middle
happened?
class, but for every class. On top of that, we have millions of people pouring into our country from
Illegal
prisons and
immigration.
jails, from mental institutions and
No.
insane asylums. And they're coming in and
Illegal
they're taking
immigration.
jobs that are occupied right now by African Americans and Hispanics, and also unions. Unions are going to be affected very soon. And you see what's happening. You see what's happening with towns throughout the United States. You look at Springfield, Ohio. You look at Aurora.
Oh, he
in
mentioned Springfield,
Colorado.
Ohio.
They are taking over the towns. They're taking over buildings. They're going in violently. These are the people that she and Biden led into our country.
Biden
And
reference.
They're destroying our country. They're dangerous. They're at the highest level of criminality, and we have to get them out. We have to get them out fast. I created one of the greatest economies in the history of our country. I'll do it again, and even
She looks
better.
like she wants to
We are
cut in
gonna
so
get to
hard.
Immigration and border security during this debate, but I would like to let Vice President Harris respond on the economy here.
Well, I would love to. Let's talk about what
I would love
Donald
to.
Trump left us. Donald Trump left us the worst unemployment since the Great Depression. Donald Trump left us the worst
Oh, I
public
should have
health
put in unemployment on the
epidemic
thing.
in a century.
Oh, you're right.
Donald Trump left us the worst attack on our democracy since the Civil War.
Oh, I think that's January
What we
6th.
have done is clean up Donald Trump's mess. What we have done and what I intend to do is build on what we know are the aspirations and the hopes of the
That's a
American people. But
January
I'm going to
6th
tell you all in
mention.
this debate tonight, you're going to hear from the same old tired playbook, a bunch of lies, grievances, and name-calling. What you're going to hear tonight is a detailed and dangerous plan called Project 2025.
Oh,
that the
2025
former president
mentioned.
intends on implementing if he were elected again.
Oh,
I
she's
believe
coming for
very strongly
blood.
that the American people
Holy
want
shit,
a
Chad.
president
Oh my
who understands the
gosh.
importance of bringing us together. Know we have
This
so
is
much more
very
in common
brat.
than what separates us. And I pledge to you to be a president for all Americans.
President Trump will give you a minute here to respond.
Number one, I have nothing to do, as you know, and as she knows better than anyone, I have nothing to do with Project 2025. That's out there. I haven't read it. I don't want to read it purposely. I'm not going to read it. This was a group of people that got together. They came up with some ideas, I guess some good, some bad. But
Oh,
it
her
makes no difference.
smugness.
I have nothing to do. Everybody knows I'm an open book. Everybody knows what I'm going to do. Cut taxes very substantially and create a great economy like I did before. we had the greatest economy. We got hit with a pandemic. And the pandemic was not since 1917, where 100 million people died, has there been anything like it. We did a phenomenal job with the pandemic. We handed them over a country
No, you
where the
did not.
economy and where the stock market was higher
Let's be
than
real,
it was
dear.
before the pandemic came in. Nobody's ever seen anything
You did
like
not
it.
do good
We
with the
made
pandemic.
ventilators for the
I don't-
entire
It's okay to
world.
say
We
that
got
you mess
gowns,
up.
We got masks. We did things that
I don't think
nobody
anybody
thought
could do good with the
possible.
pandemic.
And people give me
I
credit
know,
for rebuilding
but to
the
say that you
military. They
did
give me
do
credit for
good.
a lot of things, but not enough credit for the great job
You know,
we did
New
with the
Zealand can
pandemic.
say that they
But
did
the only
good.
jobs they got were
They
bounce
actually
back jobs.
did
These
good.
were jobs bounced back, and it bounced back, and it went to their benefit. But I was the one that created them. They know it, and so does everybody else.
Vice President Harris, I'll let you respond.
So
Mention jobs, by the way.
Donald Trump has no plan for you.
Oh.
And when you look at his
No
economic
plan.
it's all about tax breaks for the richest people. I am offering what I describe as an opportunity economy, and the best economists in our
opportunity
country, if not the
economy.
world, have reviewed our relative plans for the future of America. What Goldman Sachs has said is that Donald Trump's
would
plan
like the
would make the
names of
economy
the
worse.
economists.
Mine would strengthen the economy. What the Wharton School has said
Just
is
a
Donald
fact check,
Trump's
you know?
plan would actually explode the deficit. 16 Nobel laureates have described his economic plan as something that would increase inflation and by the middle of next year would invite a recession.
We're
You
in a
just have to
recession,
look
though.
at where we are and where we stand on the issues. And I'd invite you to
What?
know that Donald Trump actually has no plan for you because he is more interested in defending himself than he is in looking out for you.
That's just a soundbite. They gave her that to say.
Oh, she is coming
Many of
for
those professors, the
blood.
top professors.
Oh,
Did you
man.
see
It
his
is a
mic was
brilliant plan.
muted?
It's a great
Yeah,
plan.
well,
It's a
I
plan
don't think he
He
got
was
the
trying to
ability to
respond.
rebut.
Our worth, our value as a
That's
country.
just a soundbite.
People want to be able to go and work, create jobs, and create a lot of good, solid money for our country. And just to finish off, she doesn't have a plan. She
BlackRock is
copied
advising her
Biden's plan,
campaigning
and it's
economy
like
plan.
4
That's not good.
sentences, like run, spot,
Do we
run.
have a
4
source on
sentences
that, or are you just saying it? Hey,
we'll try
Mr.
and lower
Gentleman, what's
taxes.
good?
That's
She doesn't
interesting,
have a plan.
if
Take a look at her
true.
plan. She doesn't have a plan.
Yeah. If you have a
President, I do
source,
want to drill
link
down on
it.
something you both brought up. The vice president brought up
Direct-
your
as
tariffs.
direct
You
as you can
responded,
find
and
it,
let's drill
please.
down on this because your plan is what she calls is essentially a national sales
Someone's
tax. Your
saying that
proposal
like
calls for
BlackRock
tariffs, as you
advised her
pointed out
campaign.
here,
I'm just
on
asking if
foreign
they have
imports
like a
across the board. You recently said
like
that you
super
might double
direct
your plan,
source.
imposing tariffs up to 20% on goods coming into this country. As you know, many economists say that with tariffs at that level,
Oh, use your
costs are then
fingers?
passed on to the
No,
consumer.
okay, that's not
Vice
how we
President
act in my
Harris
chat.
has argued that it'll mean
Sorry.
higher prices on gas, food, clothing, medication, arguing it costs the typical family nearly $4,000 a year. Do you believe Americans can afford higher prices because of tariffs?
They're not going to have higher prices. What's going to have and who's going to have higher prices is China and all of the countries that have been ripping us off for years. I was the only president ever. China was paying us hundreds of billions of dollars, and so were other countries. And, you know, if she doesn't like them, they should have gone out and they should have immediately cut the tariffs. But those tariffs are there 3.5 years now under their administration. We are going to take in billions of dollars, hundreds of billions of dollars. I had no inflation, virtually no inflation. They had the highest inflation perhaps in the history of our country because I've never seen a worse period of time.
China.
People can't go out and buy cereal or bacon or eggs or anything else.
Yeah, tariffs always lead to
People
higher.
of our country
Yeah,
are
it's like-
absolutely dying with what
Tariffs
they've
aren't
done.
always the
They've
best.
destroyed the economy.
It
And
really
all you have to do
depends.
is look at a poll.
It depends. It's
say
very wishy-washy.
80 and 85 and even 90% that the Trump economy was great, that their economy was terrible.
Vice President Harris, I do want to ask for your response, and you heard what the president said there, because the Biden administration did keep a number of the Trump tariffs in place. So how do you respond?
Well, let's be clear that the Trump administration resulted in a trade deficit, one
Oh,
of
did
the
he mention
highest
Obama?
we've ever seen in the history of America.
Did he?
He
I don't
invited
remember
trade
that.
wars. You want to talk about his deal with China? What he ended up doing is under Donald Trump's presidency, he ended up selling American chips to China to help them improve and modernize their military, basically sold us out when a policy about China should be in making sure the United
she's
States of
going
America
there.
She is going real rough right now.
which means focusing on the details.
She's
of
going
what that means.
hard on the
there.
insulting.
That's a very that's a
focusing on
topic that I
investing in
was not
American-based
expecting them to talk
technology
about
so that
at
we
all.
win
The
the race on
microchip war.
AI, on quantum computing. Focusing on what we need to do to support America's workforce.
I was not expecting
so
that
we
at
don't end
all.
up having on the short end of the stick in terms of workers' rights. But what Donald Trump did, let's talk about this, with COVID, is he actually thanked President Xi for what he did during COVID.
Who's
Look at his
winning?
tweet.
I don't know right
Thank
now.
you, President Xi,
I need to hear more
exclamation
Trump talk
point,
before making a
when we
decision.
know that she was responsible for lacking and not giving us transparency about the
Now she's going on about how Xi Jinping isn't.
First of all, they bought their chips from Taiwan.
They're letting them kind of fly off the wall a little bit. I am
philosophies
enjoying
like
this.
they have and policies like they have. I don't say her because she
She's
has
trying
no
to
policy. Everything that she believed 3 years ago and 4 years ago is out the window. She's going to my philosophy now. In fact, I was going to send her a MAGA hat. She's gone to my philosophy. But if she ever got elected, she'd change it. And it will be the end of our country. She's a Marxist.
Oh, that
Everybody
smile.
knows she's a Marxist. Her father's a Marxist professor in economics, and he taught her well. But when you look at what she's done for our country, and when you look at these millions and millions of people that are pouring into our country monthly, where it's, I believe, 21 million people, not the 15 that people say, and I think it's a lot higher than the 21. That's bigger than New York State pouring in. And just look at what they're doing to our country. They're criminals. Many of these people coming in are criminals. And that's bad for our economy, too. You know, you mentioned before, we'll talk about immigration later. Well, bad immigration is the worst thing that can happen to our economy. They have, and she has, destroyed our country with policy that's insane.
That was a
Almost
good
policy
tie-in.
that you'd say
I'll give him
they
credit.
have
That
to
was a
hate our
good
country.
tie-in.
I agree.
Thank you. Lindsay?
I want to turn to the issue of abortion. President Trump.
Abortion.
Oh my gosh, he actually stopped.
Roe v. Wade last
Oh,
year.
abortion.
You said that you were proud to be the most
In
pro-life
Roe v.
president
Wade.
in American history.
Would
Then
that go
last
under
month, you
women,
said
or
that
do they
your
need to mention
administration
women?
would be great for women and their
Oh, women.
reproductive
I would say
rights.
maybe
In your
more
home state of
broad.
Florida, you surprised
There you
many
go.
with regard to your 6-week abortion ban, because you initially had said that it was too short, and you said, quote, I'm going to be voting that we need more than 6 weeks. But then the very next day, you reversed course and said you would vote to support the 6-week ban. Vice President Harris says that women shouldn't trust you on the issue of abortion because you've changed your position so many times. Therefore, why should they trust you?
Well, the reason I'm doing that vote is because the plan is, as you know, the vote is, they have abortion in the 9th month. They even have, and you can look at the governor of West Virginia, the previous governor of West Virginia, not the current governor, who's doing an excellent job, but the governor before, he said the baby will be born and we will decide.
Every
what
time
to
he
do
says
with
someone's
the baby.
doing an
In other
excellent
words,
job,
we'll
that's basically an
execute the baby.
endorsement.
And that's why I did that, because that predominates, because they're radical. The Democrats are radical in that. And her vice presidential pick, which
Oh,
I
did you
think was
include
a
that?
horrible
Radical
pick,
would
by
have
the
been
way,
good
for
too.
the
I
country,
didn't.
because he is really out of it. But her vice presidential pick says abortion in the 9th month is absolutely fine. He also says
Tim Walz.
execution after birth. It's execution, no longer abortion, because the baby is born, is okay. And that's not okay.
We got a
with me.
bingo going on.
Hence
We
the
do.
vote.
Oh, do you have a
LinkedIn.
bingo?
There's something for 52 years they've been trying to get Roe v. Wade into
Roe v.
the
Wade.
states. And through the genius and heart and
Mm-hmm.
strength of 6 Supreme Court justices, we were able to do
SCOTUS.
that. Now, I
Bingo
believe in the
already?
exceptions for rape, incest, and life of the mother.
I just
believe
need God, and I've got a
strongly that
bingo.
Ronald Reagan did also.
Oh my gosh,
85%
Juice got
of
a bingo.
Republicans do exceptions. Very important. But we were able to get it, and now states are voting on it. And for the first time,
She would make a
you're gonna
horrible
see,
poker
look, this
player.
is
You
an
know
issue
what? I
that's
agree
torn
with
our
that.
Oh, I
country
agree.
She
apart
does wear her
for
thoughts on her
52
face.
years. Every legal scholar, every Democrat, every Republican, liberal, conservative, they all wanted this issue to be brought back to the states where the people could vote. And that's what happened. Now, Ohio, the vote was somewhat liberal. Kansas, the vote was somewhat liberal, much more liberal than people would have thought. But each individual state is voting. It's the vote of the people now. It's not tied up in the federal government. I did a great service in doing it. It took courage to do it. And the Supreme Court had great courage in doing it. And I give tremendous credit to those 6 justices.
There is no state in this country where it is legal to kill a baby after it's born. Madam Vice President, I want to get your response to President Trump.
Well, as I said, you're going to hear a bunch of lies, and that's not actually a surprising fact.
Oh, he lies.
Let's
I'm not
understand
surprised.
how we got here. Donald Trump hand-selected 3 members of the United States Supreme Court with the intention that they would undo the protections of Roe v. Wade. And they did exactly as he intended. And now in over 20 states, there are Trump abortion bans, which make it criminal for a doctor or nurse to provide health care. In one state, it provides
The
prison
first
for
fact
life.
check was brutal.
Trump abortion bans that make no exception even for rape and incest, which understand what that means. A survivor of a crime of violation to their body does not have the
Would that
right
count as a
to make a
felony
decision
mention?
about what happens to their body
No,
next. That is
more
immoral.
specifically towards him.
Okay.
And one does not have to abandon.
That's
their
where it's like
faith
felony
or
mention, like the
deeply
fact
held
that he is a
beliefs
felon.
to agree.
Fair enough.
The government and Donald Trump certainly should not be telling a woman what to do with her body.
Did they mention
I
Tim
have
Walz
talked
yet?
with women around our
Yes, they
country.
did.
Okay.
You want to talk about this is what people wanted? Pregnant women who want to carry a pregnancy to term, suffering from a miscarriage, being denied care in an emergency room because the healthcare providers are afraid they might go to jail, and she's bleeding out in a car in the parking lot? She didn't want that. Her husband didn't want that. A 12 or 13-year-old survivor of incest being forced to carry a pregnancy
Trump
to
isn't
term?
yelling at women. He's telling the states
They
to yell at
don't want
women.
that.
Yeah.
And I pledge to you,
So, yeah.
when Congress passes a bill to put back in place the protections of Roe v. Wade, as President of the United States, I will proudly sign it into law. But understand, if Donald Trump were to be reelected, he will sign a national abortion ban. Understand, in his Project 2025, there would be a national abortion, a monitor that would be monitoring your pregnancies, your miscarriages. I think the
Okay, that
American
sounds a
people
little too much,
believe
ma'am.
that certain freedoms, in particular,
Can we get a
the freedom
fact
to make
check,
decisions
maybe,
about one's
ABC?
own body, should not
There
I
will
don't
be
know,
an
that one might
FBI
be cutting it
screen.
a little bit.
There will be an
President
FBI
Harris.
screen that
She
will
goes
monitor
again.
your
It's a lie. I'm
pregnancies.
not signing a ban, and there's no reason to sign a ban because we've gotten what everybody wanted. Democrats, Republicans, and everybody else, and every legal
Hello, Ava.
scholar wanted it to be brought back into the states, and the states are voting. And it may take a little time, but for 52 years, this issue has torn our country apart. And they've wanted it back in the states. And I did something
That
that
is true.
nobody thought was possible. The states are now voting. What she says is an absolute lie. And as far as the abortion ban, no, I'm not in favor of abortion ban, but it doesn't matter because this issue has now been taken over by the states.
Would you veto a national abortion ban?
Well, I won't have to because, again, two things. Number one, she said she'll go back to Congress. She'll never get the vote. It's impossible for her to get the vote, especially now with the 50-50.
That is true.
and
She'll never get the vote.
50-50
No.
in both Senate and the House. She's not gonna get
Absolutely
the vote.
not.
She can't get the vote. She won't even come close to it. So it's just talk. You know what it reminds me of when they said they're going to get student loans terminated, and it ended up being a total catastrophe.
Oh, student loans, Virgin!
Oh.
Probably her boss.
My goodness, ma'am. I think I'm
Call him
feeling
a boss.
empathy
He
because my
spends
heart
all his
hurts.
time on the beach. But look, her boss went out and said, we'll do it again. We'll do it a different way. And he went out, got rejected again by the Supreme Court. So all these students got taunted with this whole thing about
SCOTUS
this whole
mentioned.
idea. And how unfair
I think it
that
was
would have
mentioned
been.
earlier,
Part
but
of the
yeah.
reason they
Yeah.
lost to the millions and millions
Student
of people
loans
that had to
bingo.
pay off their
Why is
student
everyone
loans.
getting a bingo
They
before
didn't
me?
get it for free. But they
I
were
should have
saying
put
it's the same
millions.
way that they talked about that they talk about abortion.
Oh, I don't have
just get a
student loans.
yes or no because your running mate, J.D. Vance, has said that you would veto it if it did come to your desk.
Well, I didn't discuss it with
J.D. Vance.
J.D. In all fairness, J.D. And I don't
Oh, I
mind
also have
if he
SCOTUS
has
mentioned on
a
my
certain
book.
view, but I think he was speaking for me. But I really didn't. Look, we don't have to discuss it because she'd never be able to get it, just like she couldn't get student loans. They couldn't get student loans. They didn't even come close to getting student loans. They taunted young people and a lot of other people that had loans. They can never get this approved. So
We
it doesn't
did,
matter
it's
what she says
pinned.
about going to Congress. Well, wonderful. Let's go to Congress.
Bingo
do
is
it.
pinned.
But the fact is
People
that
like
for
to
years
join.
they wanted to get it out of Congress and out of the federal government, and we did something that everybody said couldn't be done. And now you have a vote of the people on abortion.
Vice President Harris, want to give you your time to respond, but I do want to ask, would you support any
kinda
restrictions
cool.
on a woman's
Yeah.
right to an abortion?
I absolutely support
if-
reinstating
no,
the
no, no,
protections
it's
of
my
Roe v.
audio.
Wade. And as you rightly
No,
mentioned,
it's-
nowhere in America is a woman carrying a pregnancy to term and asking for an abortion. That is not happening. It's insulting
should-
to the women of America. And understand what has been happening under Donald Trump's abortion bans. Couples who pray and dream of having a family are being denied IVF treatments.
IVF.
What is happening in our
IVF.
country? Working people, working women who are working
Oh.
1 or 2 jobs, who can barely afford childcare as it is,
I almost have
travel to
2,
another state,
3
to get on a
bingos.
plane sitting next to strangers, to go and get the health care she needs. Barely can afford to do it, and what you are putting her through is unconscionable. And the people of America have not, the majority of Americans believe in a woman's right to make decisions
His
about her
stone
life.
face.
And that is why
It is
in every
very-
state where this issue has been on the ballot, in red and blue states both, the people of America have voted for freedom.
Vice President Harris,
Excuse me, I
thank
have
you.
to respond. Another lie. It's another lie. I have been a leader on IVF, which
Excuse
is
me?
fertilization. The IVF,
What?
I have been a leader. In fact, when they got a very negative decision on IVF from the Alabama
Your entire
courts,
bingo card
I
was
saw the
women, you
people
would
of
have won.
Alabama and the legislature 2 days later voted it in. I've been a leader on it. They know that, and everybody else
she's writing
knows
down
it.
notes.
I have been a leader on fertilization, IVF.
Oh, she's
And
writing.
the other thing, you should ask, will she allow abortion in the 8th month, 9th month, 7th month?
Come on.
Okay, would you do that? Why don't you ask her that question?
Oh, wait, there's a rule against asking questions, right?
Oh.
You could do abortions in the 7th month, the 8th month, the 9th month,
not true.
and probably after birth. Just look at the former governor of Virginia.
Good.
The governor of Virginia said, we put the baby aside, and then we determine what
My
we
bingo
want to
card's
do with the
full.
baby.
We'll make another one.
Thank you.
We're going to turn now to immigration and border security. We know it's an issue
There
that's
we
important to
go. Let's
Republicans,
get it.
Democrats,
Fire.
across the board in this country.
Oh, that was
Vice President
good.
Harris,
That
you
was
were tasked by
good.
President Biden with getting to the root causes of migration
This is
from
so
Central
much better
America.
than July.
We know that illegal border
The
crossings
girls are
reached a record
fighting.
high in the Biden
Absolutely.
administration. This
That's not
past
much
June,
harder to make it
President
better.
Biden imposed tough new asylum
Harris is
restrictions. We know
speaking out
the
of
numbers
turn,
since
but
then
Trump
have
is
dropped
asking questions.
significantly.
See, they're both
But
breaking
my
the
question
rules.
to you
They're both,
tonight is
they're
why
going
did the
for it.
administration
Steel
wait
chairs
until
in
6
chat.
months
Steel
before the
chairs.
election?
Oh,
And
man.
would you have done anything differently from President Biden on this?
This is
So
why
I'm
they
the only
won't allow
person on this
audience. They would be
stage who has
cheering and jeering. I
prosecuted
know, that's why they
transnational
should.
criminal organizations for the trafficking of guns, drugs,
Gun control.
and human beings. And let me say that the United States Congress, including some of the most conservative members
Congress.
of the United States Senate, came up with a border security bill, which I supported. And that bill would have put 1,500 more border agents on the border to help
Okay,
those folks who
1,500
are
more border
working there
guards
right
is
now overtime
not enough.
trying to do their job.
I'm sorry.
Not as much as
It
people
would
think
have
it is.
allowed us to stem the flow of fentanyl coming into the United States. I know
Oh,
there's so many
opioid
families
epidemic.
watching tonight who have been
Like, I live near
personally
Tijuana. That is not a
affected
lot of
by the
border
surge of
agents.
fentanyl in our country. That bill
You can store a couple
would have
hundred
put
just at the
more
Tijuana
resources
border.
to allow us to prosecute transnational criminal organizations for trafficking in guns, drugs, and human beings. But you know what happened to that bill? Donald Trump got on the phone, called up some folks in Congress, and said, kill the bill. And you know why? Because he'd prefer to run on a problem instead of fixing a problem. And understand, this comes at a time where the people of our country actually need a leader who engages in solutions, who actually addresses the problems at hand. But what we have in the former president is someone who would prefer to run on a problem instead of fixing a problem. And I'll tell you something, he's going to talk about immigration a lot tonight, even when it's not the subject that is being raised. And I'm going to actually do something really unusual, and I'm going to invite you to attend one of Donald Trump's rallies. Because it's a really interesting thing to watch.
Damn, she said
You will
invite, go
see
to his
during
rally.
the course of his rallies, he talks about fictional characters like Hannibal Lecter, He will talk about windmills cause cancer. And what you will also notice is that people start leaving his rallies
Man, she sounds so
early
weird right
out of
now.
exhaustion and boredom. And I will tell you, the one thing you will not hear him talk about is you. You will not hear him talk about your needs, your dreams, and your desires. And I'll tell you, I believe you deserve a president who actually puts you first. And I pledge to you that I
Can hear
will.
the salt.
Vice President
yeah.
Harris, thank you. President Trump, on that point, I want to get your response.
Well, I would like to respond.
Let me just ask, though, why did you try to kill that bill?
Oh,
and
the girls
successfully
are
so? That would have put
fighting
thousands of
today.
additional agents and officers on the border.
First, let me respond as to the
Please.
rallies. She said people start leaving. People don't go to her rallies. There's no reason to go. And the people that do go, she's busing them in and paying them to be there. And then showing them in a different
She
light.
was so pissed.
She can't talk about that. People don't
She
like
wants
my
to blow up
rallies.
so
They're
much.
The biggest rallies, the most incredible rallies in the history of politics. That's because people want to take their country back. Our country is being lost. We're a
Damn.
fallen nation.
Bring the
That was
piano.
good.
3.5
Clap
years ago, and
She
what-
doesn't
what's
have
going
anyone at
on
her
here,
rallies.
you're gonna end up
Her
in
rallies
World
are
War III,
dead.
Just to go into another
Rally's
subject,
dead, not
what they have
brat.
done to our country by allowing these millions and
My heart
millions
hurts.
of people to come into our country, and look at what's happening to the towns all over the United States. And a lot of towns don't want to talk. Not going to be Aurora. Or
She has a
Springfield.
very
A lot
bad
of
poker
towns don't wanna
face.
talk about it
She
because they're
wears
so
her
embarrassed
thoughts on
by
her
it.
face so
In
bad.
Springfield, they're eating the dogs. The people that came in,
Oh,
they're eating the cats.
Springfield
They're
dog
eating-
mention.
Does that count as the
eating
Haitian
pets
cats?
of the people
I
that
would
live
say
there.
so.
And this is what's
Okay, I have the
happening in our
Haitian
country,
cat eating
and it's a shame.
off my
as
bingo
far as
card.
Which one's
rallies are
Appalachia again?
concerned, as far as
The
reason they go
pew
is
pew.
they like what I
Okay.
say.
Little pew
They
pew
want to
that
bring
just
our
happened.
country
Oh,
back.
okay.
They want to make America great.
They're eating the
It's a simple
dogs.
phrase, make America
Gator.
great. She's destroying this country, and if she becomes president, this country doesn't have a chance of success. Not only success, we'll end up being Venezuela on steroids.
I just want to clarify here. You bring up
Whoa,
Springfield,
that's a claim and a half.
ABC News did reach out to the city manager there. He told us there have been no credible reports of specific claims of pets being harmed, injured, or abused.
No
by
credible-
individuals
are you
within
serious?
The immigrant community.
Well,
All
I've
this.
seen people on television.
Let me just say here, this is the
people on
this is a
television say
clar-
my dog was taken
Let's
and
see.
used for food. So maybe he said that, and maybe that's a good
Yeah.
thing to say for a city manager.
I'm not taking this from
But
television.
the people
I'm
on
taking it from
television
the city
saying my
manager.
dog was eaten by the people that went there.
Again, the Springfield city manager says there's no evidence of that. Vice
We'll
President
find
Harris,
out.
I'll let you respond to the rest of what you've heard.
You talk about extreme.
Oh!
You know,
Whoa!
This is, I think, one of the reasons why in this election I actually have the endorsement.
I know, I'm trying to
of
fix the audio.
200
I'm sorry.
Republicans who have formerly worked with President Bush, Mitt Romney, and John
I'm trying to
McCain,
fix it. I'm
including the
sorry.
endorsement of former Vice President Dick Cheney and Congress member Liz Cheney. And if you want
Live
to
fact
really
check
know
since when?
the
Since
inside track
today.
on who the former president is, if he didn't make it clear already, just ask people who have worked.
They're trying to
with him.
live check more
His
because they
former
didn't do it
chief
the
of
last
staff,
debate.
A four-star general has said he has contempt for the Constitution of the United States. His former national security advisor has said he is dangerous and unfit. His former Secretary of Defense has said the nation, the Republic, would never survive another Trump term. And when we listen to this kind of rhetoric, when the issues that affect the American people are not being addressed, I think the choice is clear in this election.
President Trump, I'll give you a quick minute to respond
Yeah.
here.
Thank you, because when I hear that, see, I'm a different kind of a person. I fired most of those people, not so graciously. They did bad things or a bad job. I fired them. They never fired one person. They didn't fire anybody having to do with Afghanistan and the Taliban and the 13 people whose were just killed, viciously and violently killed. And I got to know the parents and the family. They didn't fire. They should have fired all those generals, all those top people, because that was one of the most incompetently handled situations anybody has ever seen. So when somebody does a bad job, I fire him. And you take a guy like
Chat,
Esper,
be
he was
chill.
no good, I fired him, so he writes a book. Another one writes a book, because with me they can write books, with nobody else can they. But they have done such a poor job, and they never fire anybody. Look at the economy. Look at the
Stop
inflation.
fighting each other,
They
all
didn't
right?
fire any of their economists. They have the same people. That's a good way not to have books written about you. But just to finish,
Ooh.
I got more votes than any Republican in history by far. In fact, I got more votes than any sitting president in history by far.
Let me continue on immigration. It was what you wanted to talk about earlier, so let's get back to your deportation proposal that the vice president has reacted to as well. President Trump, you call this the largest domestic deportation operation in the history of our country. You say you would use the National Guard. You say if things get out of control, you'd have no problem using the U.S. military.
Police, yes.
You also said you would use local police. How would you deport 11 million undocumented immigrants? I know you believe that number is much higher. Take us through this. What does this look like? Will authorities be going door to door in this country?
Yeah.
Oh,
it is much higher.
They said don't make
because of
Occo
them.
pull out her
They
own
allowed
chair.
criminals, many millions of criminals. They allowed terrorists. They allowed common street criminals. They allowed people to come in, drug dealers, to come into our country. And they're now in the United States and told by their countries like Venezuela, don't ever come back or we're going to kill you. Do you know that crime in Venezuela and crime in countries all over the world is way down? You know why? Because they've taken their criminals off the street and they've given them to her to put into our country. And this will be one of the greatest mistakes in history for them to allow. And I think they probably did it because they think they're going to get votes, but it's not worth it because they're destroying the fabric
Giant
of our country by
timer,
what
I
they've
know.
done. There's never been anything done like this at all. They've destroyed the fabric of our country. Millions of people let in, and all over the world, crime is down all over the world except here. Crime here is up and through the roof, despite their fraudulent statements that they made.
Oh my gosh.
Can you please just talk about interest rates?
Chris Chan is reacting to
And it's
the
happening at levels that nobody thought possible.
presidential
President Trump,
debate.
as you know, the FBI says overall violent crime is actually coming down in this country. But Vice
Excuse me,
President
the
Harris, I'll
FBI
give you
they were defrauding statements. They didn't include the worst cities. They didn't include the cities with the worst crime. It was a fraud, just like their number of 818,000 jobs that they said they created turned out to be a fraud.
President Trump, thank you. I'll
Damn.
let you respond, Vice President Harris.
Well, I think this is so rich, coming from someone who has been prosecuted for national security crimes,
Wait, what?
economic crimes,
That's the
election
felony.
interference,
Oh
has
shit.
been found
I
liable
almost
for sexual assault, and his next big court appearance is in November at his own criminal sentencing. And let's be clear, where each person stands.
So I
on
just
the
need
issue of
police
what is
brutality
important
or
about
Hunter
respect
Biden.
for the rule of law and respect for law enforcement. The former vice president called for defunding federal law enforcement, 45,000 agents, get this, on the day after he was arraigned on 34 felony counts.
So remember
let's talk
we
about
looped
what
in
is
police
important
brutality,
in this
all of
race.
the
It
others.
is important
I
that we move
included that
forward,
as like
that we
defund the
turn
police.
the page on this same old
Does that
tired
count?
rhetoric and address
probably.
the needs of the American people.
Well, then I have a
address
bingo.
what we need to
Oh,
do
shit.
about the
I
housing
have a
shortage,
bingo.
which I
Let's
have
go.
a plan for. Address what we must do to support our small businesses. Address bringing down the price of
I
groceries.
really need him to bring up Hunter
Frankly,
Biden.
the American people are exhausted with this same old tired playbook.
Vice President Harris, thank you.
Excuse me. Every one of those cases was started by them against their political opponent. And I'm winning most of them, and I will win the rest on appeal. And you saw that
Does that
with
count
the
as I'm
decision that
innocent?
came down just recently from the
I
Supreme
would.
Court. I'm winning most
Bingo.
of them. But those are cases. it's
Nice.
called
Bingo,
weaponization.
Hey,
chat.
what's
Never
up?
happened in
Bingo.
this
Hey, what's
country.
up?
They
Debate
weaponized
bingo.
the
That's
Justice
what's up.
Department. Every one of those cases was involved with the DOJ, from Atlanta and Fani Willis to the Attorney General of New York and the DA in New York. Every one of those cases. And then they say, oh, he's a criminal. They're the ones that made them go after me. By the way, Joe Biden was found essentially guilty on the documents case.
Do
And what
you
happened
know
in my
who's going to be
documents case?
president?
They
No.
said, oh, that's the toughest of them all. A complete and total victory. 2 months ago, it was thrown out. It's weaponization, and they used it, and it's never happened in this country. They used it to try and win an election. They're fake cases.
President Trump, thank you. A really quick response here, Vice President Harris, on this notion of weaponization of the Justice Department.
Well, let's talk about extreme and understand
Does anyone
the context
have
in which this
exist within the
election in 2024 is
context?
taking
I do.
place. The United
Oh my
States
gosh,
Supreme
I would
Court
count that.
recently
I got
ruled
another
that the
bingo.
former president would essentially be
Nice.
immune
We got double
from
bingos,
any
chat.
misconduct if he were to enter the White
I
House
love
again.
debate bingo.
Understand, this is
So
someone who has
great.
openly said he would terminate, I'm quoting, terminate the Constitution of the United States, that he would weaponize the Department of Justice against his political enemies. Someone who has openly expressed disdain for members of our military. Understand what it would mean if Donald Trump were back in the White House with no guardrails, because certainly we know now the court won't stop him. We know J.D. Vance is not going to stop him.
Nice.
It's up to the American people.
Vice President
stop
Harris,
him.
thank you. Lindsay?
Vice President Harris, in your last run for president.
This is the one that weaponized, not me. She weaponized. I probably took a bullet to the head because of the things that they
I forgot
say
to have
about me.
assassination
They talk about
mentioned.
democracy. I'm a threat to democracy. They're the threat to democracy
President
with a fake Russia investigation
We do have a lot
that
to get.
went nowhere.
We have a lot to get to. Lindsay?
Vice President Harris, in your last run for president, you said you wanted to ban fracking. Now you don't. You wanted mandatory government buyback programs for assault weapons. Now your campaign says you don't. You supported decriminalizing border crossings. Now you're taking a harder
Oh,
line. I know
Mr.
you
Gentleman,
say
these
that
are
your
hosted by
values have not
news
changed.
conglomerates
So then
because
why have so
money.
many of your policy positions changed?
So my values have not changed, and I'm going to discuss at least every point that you've made. But in particular, let's talk about fracking, because we're here in Pennsylvania.
Let's discuss at least every point that you made. Yes, ma'am, please.
I have not banned fracking as Vice President of the United States, and in fact, I was the
Fracking, I
tie-breaking
put
vote
that as
on the
climate.
Inflation Reduction Act, which opened new leases for fracking. My position is that we have got to invest in diverse sources
that's
of energy
climate.
so we reduce our reliance on foreign oil. We have had the largest increase in domestic oil production in history because of an approach that recognizes that we cannot over-rely on foreign oil. As it relates to my values, let me tell you, I grew up a middle-class kid raised by a hardworking mother who worked and saved and
She's
was able
just
to buy
like
our
you,
first
Chad.
home when I was a teenager.
She's just
The
like
values
you.
I
She's a
bring to the
millionaire, but
importance
she's
of
just like
homeownership,
you.
knowing not everybody got handed $400 million on a silver platter and then filed bankruptcy 6 times, is a value that I bring to my work, to say we are going to work with the private sector and home builders.
Ain't nothing wrong
to
with filing
increase
bankruptcy.
3
Just depends why you do
million
it.
homes, increase by 3 million homes by the end of my
Some
first
people can't
term.
help it.
My work that is related to having a friend when I was in high school who was sexually assaulted by her stepfather.
Why are we bringing
And my
that?
focus
What?
then
Why
on
are we
protecting
bringing
women and
that up?
children
Ma'am, what are you
is
doing?
based on a value that is deeply
I
grounded
don't
in
need
the
your
importance
backstory.
of standing up for those who are most vulnerable.
She's really
My
trying to go
work
for the
that is
emotions
about
here. That's
protecting
all she's
Social
running on right
Security
She's
now.
and
really
Medicare
leaning into
is
her
based on
pathos.
long-standing work that I have done, protecting seniors from scams. My values have not changed. And what
Ma'am,
is
if you want to protect
important is
people
that
from
there is a
scams,
president who
get them off the
actually
internet.
brings values and a perspective that is about lifting people up and not
As a
beating
Canadian
people
native, I
down.
find Kamala Harris
And
so
name-calling.
relatable.
The true measure of the leader is the leader who actually understands the strength is not in beating people down.
And
it's
yet
in
you
lifting
were just
people up.
dragging him
I
across the
intend to
floor.
be that president.
President Trump, your
Well,
response?
first of all, I wasn't given $400 million. I wish I was. My father was a Brooklyn builder, Brooklyn, Queens, and a great father, and I learned a lot from him. But I was given a fraction of that, a tiny fraction, and I've built it into many, many billions of dollars, many, many billions. And when people see it, they are even surprised. So we don't have to talk about that. Fracking, she's been against it for 12 years. Defund the police, she's been against that forever. She gave all that stuff up very wrongly, very horribly, and everybody's laughing at it, okay? They're all laughing at it. She gave up at least 12 and probably 14 or 15 different policies. Like, she was big on defund the police. In Minnesota, she went out, wait a minute, I'm talking now.
I'm speaking?
You don't mind, please. Does that sound familiar?
Whoa.
She went out
It came from him.
in Minnesota and wanted to let criminals that killed people, that burned down Minneapolis, she went out and raised money to get them out of jail. She did things that nobody would ever think of. Now she wants to do transgender operations on illegal aliens that are in prison. This is a radical left liberal that would do this. She wants
Gun
to
control.
confiscate your guns, and she will never allow fracking in Pennsylvania. If she won the election, fracking in Pennsylvania will end on day one. Just to finish one thing so important, in my opinion, So I got the oil business going like nobody has ever done before. When they took over, they got rid of it, started getting rid of it, and the prices were going up the roof. They immediately let these guys go to where they were. I would have been 5 times, 4 times, 5 times higher, because you're talking about 3.5 years ago. They got it up to where I was because they had no choice, because the prices of energy were quadrupling and doubling. You saw what happened to gasoline. So they said, let's go back to Trump. But if she won the election, the day after that election, they'll go back to destroying our country, and oil will be dead, fossil fuel will be dead. We'll go back to windmills, and we'll go back to solar, where they need a whole desert to get some energy to come out of. You ever see a solar plant? By the way, I'm a big fan of solar, but they take 400, 500 acres of desert
President
soil.
Trump, we have a
These
lot
are
of
not good
issues
things
that we
for the
have to get
environment,
to.
as
We're
she
out of time.
understands.
Thank you.
Lindsay, thank you. We have an election in just 56 days. And I want to talk about the peaceful transfer of power, which, of course, we all know is a cornerstone of our democracy, and the role of a president in a moment of crisis. Mr. President, on January 6th, you told your supporters to march to the Capitol. You said you would be right there with them. The country and the world saw what played out at the Capitol that day, the officers coming under attack. Aides in the West Wing say you watched it unfold on television off the Oval Office. You did send out tweets, but it was more than 2 hours before you sent out that video message telling your supporters to go home. Is there anything you regret about what you did?
Did we hear weird
You
at
just
all?
said a thing that
I don't know.
I don't think we've heard weird
peacefully
yet.
and patriotically, I said during my speech,
Twitter?
not later on. Peacefully and patriotically. And nobody on the other side was killed. Ashley Babbitt was shot by an out-of-control police officer that should have never, ever shot her. It's a disgrace. But we didn't do this group of people that have been treated so badly. I ask, what about all the people that are pouring into our country and killing people that she allowed to pour in? She was the border czar, remember that. She was the border czar. She doesn't want to be called the border czar because she's embarrassed by the border. In fact, she said at the beginning, oh, I'm surprised you're not talking about the border yet. That's because she knows what a bad job they've done. What about those people? When are they going to be prosecuted? When are these people from countries all over the world, not just South America, they're coming in from all over the world, David, all over the world, and crime rates are down all over the world because of it.
But let me just
when
ask
are those, David, when are those people going to be prosecuted? When are the people that burned down Minneapolis going to be prosecuted? Or in
Yikes.
Seattle? They went into Seattle. They took over a big percentage of the city of Seattle. When are those people going to be prosecuted?
But let me just ask
you. You might ask her that question.
You were the president. You were watching it unfold on television. It's a very simple question as we move forward toward another election. Is there anything you regret about what you did on that day? Yes or no?
I had nothing to do with that other than they asked me to make a speech. I showed up for a speech. I said, I think it's going to be big. I went to Nancy Pelosi and the mayor of Washington, D.C., and the mayor put it back in writing, as you know. I said, you know, this is going to be a very big rally or whatever you want to call it. And again, it wasn't done by me. It was done by others. I said, I'd like to give you 10,000 National Guard or soldiers.
I'm just,
They
y'all,
rejected
I'm
me.
just, I'm
Nancy
shocked.
Pelosi
They're coming for
rejected me.
people's
It was
throats.
just 2 weeks ago, her daughter has a tape of her saying she is fully responsible for what happened. They want to get rid of that tape. It would have never
He's going all
happened
the way
if
back
Nancy
to
Pelosi
Nancy?
and the mayor of Washington did their jobs.
It's
I
interesting.
wasn't responsible for security.
That's
Nancy
interesting.
Pelosi was responsible. She didn't do her job.
The question was about you as president, not about former Speaker Pelosi. But I do want Vice President Harris to respond here.
I was at the Capitol on January 6th. I was the
Was she?
vice president-elect. I was also
I mean, she's head of the Senate.
And
Fair
on
enough.
that day, the President of the United States incited a violent mob to attack,
Okay, buddy, you can't really
nation's
speak. You
capital.
were literally not
to
there.
desecrate our nation's capital. On that day,
She was there.
140 law enforcement officers were injured, and some died.
She kind of,
And
as much as he
understand,
might want to make an
the
argument
former
right now,
president has
I
been
mean, she
indicted
was
and
there. She
impeached
did live it.
for exactly that reason. But this is not an isolated situation. Let's remember Charlottesville, where there was a mob of people carrying tiki torches, spewing anti-Semitic hate. And what did the president then at the time say? There were fine people on each side. Let's remember that when it came to the Proud Boys, a militia, The president said, the former president said, stand back and stand by. So for everyone watching who remembers what January 6th was, I say we don't have to go back. Let's not go back. We're not going back. It's time to turn the page. And if that was a bridge too far for you, well, there is a place in our campaign for you to stand for country, to stand for our democracy, to stand for rule of law, and to end
Does any of that count as
chaos,
attempted coup? You know, actually,
end
yeah.
the approach
No, I
that
would
is
agree.
about attacking the foundations of our democracy.
Have they
because you
mentioned
don't
God
like
yet?
The outcome. And be
No,
clear
actually.
on that point. Donald Trump, the candidate, has said in this election there will be a bloodbath if this and the outcome of this election is not to his liking. Let's turn the page on this. Let's not go back. Let's chart a course for the future and not go backwards to
He's
the past.
yelling over the
Let me just follow
microphone.
up here.
It was a different term, and it was a term that related to energy because they have destroyed our energy business. That was where bloodbath was. Also, on Charlottesville, that story has been, as you would say, debunked. Laura Ingraham, Sean Hannity, Jesse, all of these people, they covered it. If they go an extra sentence, they will see it was perfect. It was debunked in almost every newspaper, but they still bring it up, just like they bring 2025 up. They bring all of this stuff up. I ask you this. You talk about the Capitol. Why are we allowing these millions of people to come through on the southern border? How come she's not doing anything? And I'll tell you what I would do, and I would be very proud to do it. I would say we would both leave this debate right now. I'd like to see her go down to Washington, D.C. during this debate because we're wasting a lot of time. Go down to, because she's been so bad, it's so ridiculous. Go down to Washington, D.C. and let her sign a bill to close up the border because they have the right to do it. They don't need bills. They have the right to do it. The President of the United States, you'll get him out of bed. You'll wake him up at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. You'll say, come on down to the office. Let's sign a bill. If he signs a bill that the border is closed, all he has to do is say it to the Border Patrol, who are phenomenal. If they do that, the border is closed.
Mr.
Those
President,
people are killing many people, unlike J6.
We talked immigration here tonight. I do want to focus on this next issue to both of you because it really brings us this into focus, truth in these times that we're living in. Mr. President, for 3.5 years after you lost the 2020 election, you repeatedly falsely claimed that you won, many times saying you won in a landslide. In the past couple of weeks leading up to this debate, you have said, quote, you lost by a whisker, that you, quote, didn't quite make it, that you came up a little bit short.
I said that?
Are you now acknowledging that you lost in 2020?
No, I don't acknowledge that at all.
But
I
you
said
did
that
say
sarcastically.
But
You know
those-
that. It was said, oh, we lost by a whisker. That was said sarcastically. Look,
I
there's so much
agree.
proof.
When
All
is
you have to
Harris
do
going to
is
get
look at it.
appointed?
And they should have
Question.
sent it back to the legislatures for approval. I got almost 75 million votes, the most votes any sitting president has ever gotten. I was told if I got 63, which was what I got in 2016, you can't be beaten. The election, people should never be thinking about an election as fraudulent. We need two things. We need walls, and we have to have it. We have to have borders, and we have to have good elections. Our elections are bad. And a lot of these illegal immigrants coming in, they're trying to get them to vote.
You
They
have
can't
talked
even
to.
speak
I am a
English. They don't
little.
even know what
Please
country
talk
they're in
about anything but immigration.
And these people are trying to get them to vote. And that's why
Anything.
they're allowing them
I'm
to
about
come
to
into
start
our
whacking
country.
I
him.
did watch all of these pieces of video. I didn't detect the sarcasm.
He needs to
Lost by
stop
a
about the
whisper. We didn't
border.
quite make it. And we should just point out here as clarification, and you know this.
I mean,
in
it's
your house,
probably one of the
he
biggest
needs-
things.
In front of many
He
judges,
needs
many
to
of
come
them
up with something else.
and said
They
there was
said
no
we didn't have
widespread fraud.
standing. That's the other thing. They said we didn't have standing, a technicality. Can you imagine a system where a person in an election doesn't have standing? The president of the United States doesn't have standing. That's how we lost. If you look at the facts, and I'd love to have you'll do a special on it. I'll show you Georgia, and I'll show you Wisconsin, and I'll show you Pennsylvania, and I'll show you. We have so many facts and statistics, but you know what? That doesn't matter because we have to solve the problem that we have right now. That's old news. And the problem that we have right now is we have a nation in decline, and they have put it into decline. We have a nation that is dying, David.
Mr. President, thank you. Vice President Harris, you heard the president there tonight. He said he didn't say that he lost by a whisker. So he still believes he did not lose the election. that was won by President Biden and yourself. But I do want to ask you about something that's come up in the last couple of days. This was a post from President Trump about this upcoming election just weeks away. He said, when I win, those people who cheated, and then he lists donors, voters, election officials, he says will be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the
we have
law,
the best
which will
statistics,
include
don't we?
long-term prison sentences. One of your campaign's top lawyers responded saying, we won't let Donald Trump intimidate us. We won't let him suppress the vote. Is that what you believe he's trying to do here?
Donald Trump was fired by 81 million people. So let's be clear about that. And clearly he is having a very difficult time processing that.
Again, she's just
But
straight on the emotions
we
here.
cannot afford to have a president of the United
Emotions
States
only work so long.
attempts, as he did in the past, to upend the will of the voters in a free and fair election. And I'm going to tell you that I have traveled the world as Vice President of the United States, and world leaders are laughing at Donald Trump. I have talked with military leaders, some of whom worked with you, and they say you're a disgrace. And when you then talk in this way in a presidential debate and deny what over and
She hasn't
over
answered a
again
question all
are
night.
court
It doesn't feel
cases
like it,
you
no.
have lost because you did in fact lose that election. It leads one to believe that perhaps we do not have in the candidate to my right the temperament or the ability to not be confused about fact. That's deeply troubling, and the American people deserve better.
I'll give you 1 minute to respond, Mr. President.
Let me just say about world leaders. Viktor Orban, one of the most respected men, they call him a strong man. He's a tough person, smart. Prime Minister of Hungary. They said, why is the whole world blowing up? 3 years ago, it wasn't. Why is it blowing up? He said, because you need Trump back as president. They were afraid of him. China was afraid, and I don't like to use the word afraid, but I'm just quoting him. China was afraid of him. North Korea was afraid of him. Look at what's going on with North Korea, by the way. He said Russia was afraid of him. I ended the Nord Stream 2 pipeline, and Biden put it back on day one, but he ended the XL pipeline. The XL pipeline in our country, he ended that. But he let the Russians build a pipeline going all over Europe and heading into Germany, the biggest pipeline in the world. Look, Viktor Orban said it. He said the most respected, most feared person is Donald Trump. We had no problems when Trump was president, but when this weak, pathetic man that you saw at a debate just a few months ago, that if he weren't in that debate, he'd be running instead of her. She got no votes. He got 14 million votes. What you did, you talk about a threat to democracy. He got 14 million votes, and they threw him out of office. And you know what? I'll give you a little secret. He hates her. He can't stand her. But he got 14 million votes. They threw him out. She got 0 votes. And when she ran, she was the first one to leave because she failed. And now she's running. I don't understand it, but I'm okay with it because
your time is
I
up.
think we're going to do very well.
We've got a lot more to get to.
Turning now to the Israel-Hamas war and the hostages who are still being held, Americans among them. Vice President Harris in December,
Israel-Palestine.
said, quote, Israel has a right to defend itself, but you added, quote, it matters how, saying international humanitarian law must be respected. Israel must do more to protect innocent civilians. You said that 9 months ago. Now an estimated 40,000 Palestinians are dead, nearly 100 hostages
We're
remain.
getting into
Just
it.
last week, Prime Minister
We are.
And this is
said
very
there's
pointed
not a
towards
deal
the
in
Biden
making.
administration.
President
They've been
Biden
dealing
has
with the
not
brunt
been
of
able
it.
to break
Yeah,
through the
hello,
stalemate.
Paco.
How would you do it?
Well, let's understand how we got here. On October 7, Hamas, a terrorist organization, slaughtered 1,200 Israelis, many of them young people who were simply attending a concert. Women were horribly raped. And so absolutely, I said then, I say now, Israel has a right to defend itself. We would.